as a 50-year-old, what's your business to approach this 18, 19-year-olds?
Maybe he's just.
That's my thing.
He's
That's
just
my
looking for
question.
younger
Maybe he's
girls,
just young girls,
younger
like
wives.
18.
And that's and
He's following the
Because
and you guys don't think that's fucked up.
I mean,
that is.
She can't even fucking get to the clubs.
Okay,
like
hold on a
she's
second.
not even 21.
Hold on a
Like
second.
she can't even drink alcohol.
I'm not advocating for that. I'm not saying that would I personally go and do that. I wouldn't do that. But
you're kind of defending the whole like
Because it's-
mechanism
okay,
of it. I
I'm-
mean, guys also get groomed. Like, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of
exactly.
dudes who have also been groomed,
Exactly.
and I would say like
but you
they
got-
have been
you got-
groomed
listen
immediately.
to me here. I'm just saying it from the perspective that it is not unlawful. You're trying to make it sound unlawful, but it is not unlawful.
No, it's
Hey, look, the boss be watching me on cam, but I don't really give a damn about what he think. I don't even need this. Bitch, you gon' see me in Grammys and shit. Like he be talking about how I don't focus, no, so you gon' see my motion. Throw some bitches on the back of Porsche, of course I'ma handle this famous and shit.
News, nonsense, and more.
Oh, welcome to another episode of News, Nonsense, and More. So we have two returning guests today. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different because not much of an interview today, but it's more of a debate or like a fun episode. So we want to change it up a little bit this time around. And I want to welcome back Aashutosh and Prapti. So, they're going to go head to head and, the winner takes all and the loser unfortunately gets
Oh no.
yeah, you guys didn't know that, now you know, right?
Oh no.
But no, apart from that, we'll talk about like some hot takes. We'll have obviously a trivia section, and we'll also talk about I don't know, we have some reactions and stuff like that. What else do you have?
We don't have reactions today.
We have no reactions
Yeah.
today. What do you
We
do?
have debate.
We have a debate.
Yeah.
So you want to debate? You got the topics of debate?
Yeah.
All right, I
I
got
got-
topics of debate too. We'll see.
Maybe it clashes.
Yeah, I wanted to clash. I want them to fight to the
Oh, no.
point where like everybody kind of like takes sides.
Hey,
Yeah.
I did some training, so I can clash.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
I
good.
didn't know we were having a whole debate competition, but okay.
Well, if I told you, then you guys would have been like preparing. So I want to get the.
Yeah,
actual...
no one never
I don't
knows
even
what
know
we
the
do.
topic. How would I prepare?
Well, you're gonna find out.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna find out. That's
You
what they
guys
say
are
in
clashing
Texas.
before the episode even starts.
Well, that's the whole point. We want to create that energy. We're trying to
yeah.
create that energy.
Mhm.
But yeah, with that being said, again, broken down. Well, today's a little bit different. I would say 3 segments still.
Yeah.
It's still 3 segments, but the first hour and a half, we're gonna have conversations about life, about like what's different, as far as coming to US, or if you want to, whatever it is. But my first, well, what do you expect from it? So who wants to go first? Ladies first. So what do you
Yeah.
expect from this episode?
I don't know. I'm just cruising.
You just cruising?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
The real question is, what are you expecting from this episode?
I'm expecting you guys to fight. Physically
wow.
fight and just like,
Here.
create awesome content for news, nonsense, and more. So you go viral, dude. That's what I want. What about you, Ashutosh? What are you expecting from this?
You did one MMA training, and then you just want people to fight now.
2.
Two. Okay.
See,
Yeah.
if you want to talk facts, please. I
Okay.
want,
Which ones?
two.
I don't want liars in here. Okay.
Kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, or
No,
It's just,
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Yeah, it was jiu-jitsu.
But yeah, I'm expecting this to be really fun, or at least engaging to the audience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got some pretty hot takes. Some people might, scold me. Maybe.
No, that's good. They're supposed to scold you. Like that's what this
They're
whole
supposed
podcast-
to
I mean, I'm
scold you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well,
I can,
okay.
I can take criticism though.
Yeah.
I'm very open to taking criticism, and I also reflect very good energy on saying, okay, thank you for this, but you're wrong. But yeah, anyways.
No, I would
yeah.
just probably tell them, no, dude, you're wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
right.
That's what I say after saying thank you. But yeah.
just like what do you do? What about you, Prapti?
Welcome to the world of men.
Well,
Already started, huh?
don't take our confidence for weakness, okay? Yeah, she starts with that sarcasm. That's what she does.
Yeah.
That's what she likes doing. With that being said, I do have a fun take. I was going like at getting some hot takes questions,
Mhm.
and I figured like we start off with the dating aspect of it.
Okay. Okay.
Right? So, opinion. All right. I want a girl's and guy's opinion. Okay.
I actually want to hear the guy's opinion first before I say my opinion.
Why?
just because that would make
then
them
you
more
can't
honest.
say. Then you can't say like, oh, look at the guys not letting the
No,
girls
that
go
would make
first.
that would make it more honest.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If she thinks that she's got the right answer, she just wants us to be honest.
I'm not-
I don't know, man.
I never said I was right or wrong. I do believe everybody has their own perspective, though.
Okay. All right.
You're just digging yourself a deeper hole at this point.
I don't know, dude. I can climb really well.
Oh, okay.
But so you know the dating apps are there like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, right? So I was like thinking about people put their profiles up, right?
Mm-hmm.
People have like might say they're 6 foot tall, but they're actually at 5'4". I'm so joking. No one does that. But regardless, people put pictures of themselves. They have quotes, maybe a lifestyle choice that they do. And one of the questions it asked was, is it ever okay to lie on a dating profile to increase your chances of getting a date? And have you done that?
Okay. First of all, I have not done that.
Okay.
I mean,
But
No.
do you think it's okay though?
I don't know. It's a fine line. You can exaggerate some certain things, I think, to the point where, oh wow, you make the girl feel like, oh wow, this guy's really interesting, because that's what you really want through a dating app, because it's so saturated at this point that
Saturated.
super saturated, I should say. But
Have you ever been in a situation where where you have your friend and both of you guys are in a dating app and you match with the same girl?
no, not matched with the same girl, but I have seen the same girl in like different dating apps.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, she probably and she obviously rejected me.
She rejected you in all three of them?
in both of the two,
the two
no,
of
not
them?
three. I'm not.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but
that sucks.
I have seen the same girl. Not the same. 2-3 girls.
Is she an NYP?
No, she's not. She's not Nepali.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Maybe
But
she-
yeah, exaggeration is acceptable, I think.
Okay, if you had to exaggerate about something, what would you exaggerate?
Um,
Don't say your height.
no, I mean height. No, I wouldn't exaggerate about my height. Just the things that I've done. Like, okay, I've traveled maybe, to different places, or maybe I know 5 languages when just maybe know certain phrases and sentences.
But have you done that though?
I mean, I've not done that per se. Because like there's only so many things that you can fill out and then put on your dating profile.
Okay.
But I would feel like if anybody else exaggerated, then I would be fine with it.
Well, let me ask you this: what if, let's say, a girl exaggerated on her profile, you match with her, and then you go there and
Okay, give me for an example.
Okay, so let's say, for example, she used a filter. They made her skin look
okay.
crazy well, right? And that was all of her pictures are on that profile. You match with her. She's like, oh my God, dude,
Okay.
she's hot. And you go there in person,
Mm-hmm.
and mind you, she used a filter on top of makeup.
Oh, damn. Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna put it out there. She did that, and then you went to meet her.
Mm-hmm.
Is she really lying, or is that exaggeration? What do you?
No, I wouldn't say that's exaggeration. That's just filter. That's what everybody does, I think, nowadays.
Does that bother you?
I mean,
Is that acceptable for
to be
you?
honest, for me, I can spot out what the person would look like about 80% accuracy, But I'm a really good judge of how a person would look like, regardless
Without
of
the filter?
if there's a filter or not.
Okay.
But even if they did use filters, I wouldn't mind, because everybody does. Unless
don't
it's
use
something really
filters.
jarring or something that's like completely different, then
I don't use filters.
yeah.
What was that? What was that for? Do you use filters?
I just do color grading. That's it.
Oh, yeah, color grading is fine.
Yeah.
That's not filters.
That's still you adjusting something in your picture, regardless of what it is.
That's like
Filters does not
post-produc-
always have to be.
But that's like wedding post-production pictures.
Okay.
And not in a professional way. But before you
Okay.
before you continue, answer the question: is it okay to ever lie on your dating profile to increase your chance of getting a date? And if yes or no, you answer that, or have you done that yourself?
I actually don't use dating apps.
Oh wow, look at her!
So,
She's so good.
I'm so sorry.
So how?
Okay, you don't use dating apps, but you
I
can
never
have
used
that.
dating apps before?
I have used
Okay,
before,
okay.
and it just wasn't my vibe.
Tinder?
But no.
Which
no,
one then?
No, thank you. Hinge.
Hinge? Okay,
Yeah.
Hinge. I think Hinge is the more like respectable like dating app.
I think
out
so.
there. I think it's
Hinge
pretty,
is the
Hinge is
popular
pretty fun.
one.
Hinge is
Yeah.
pretty
I
fun.
think Coffee Meets Bagel is also a pretty
That's
good
old
one.
though.
Really?
That's old.
I just heard about it like a few months ago. That's it.
I see the ad of like this one, do it or something. everywhere in my TikTok.
Really?
Like after every 2 or 3 scrolls, like do it, partner, do it, partner. It's like it's so
do
annoying.
it.
Do it.
Do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
do
I was
it.
about to say,
DUET.
like what app is that? Like I just want to know for research purposes. But anyways,
For research purposes.
For
Yeah, for sure. But I think it depends on what kind of lie it is. If it's a white lie, like
what's a white lie on a dating profile?
I guess like if it's like you are 30 but you say 29, I don't think that's really big deal.
Okay. That's not a big
Like
deal.
it's something that works within. But if you're lying about your core values, then that's when it's an issue. But then apart from that, like white lies, like you said, with traveling, I've traveled a lot. People like traveling. Everybody loves traveling, but like I know people exaggerate that in social media or even like
Really?
dating
Traveling?
apps.
Yep.
Yeah.
How would you? But you would like have to have pictures, right?
We're not talking about social media though. We're talking about dating apps.
Like even in dating apps, like you
But
want
you're
to
gonna know the socials, right?
No, it's like this. What I'm trying to say is like, you know, with the pictures that they put in their social, like with their, not social, sorry, dating app, like they would put pictures of like them in all these different places to say, I have traveled a lot, but it would be like maybe traveling pictures throughout the years
Okay.
or something.
Okay.
So along those lines, white lies are acceptable as long as it's something that's not very diminishing of what it is. I guess white lie is okay. It would rather be honest about things, but I know not everybody in this like today's world, especially, no one's honest with how they want to approach things or how they want to do things.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, like white lies are acceptable because that's what men have
Okay, so let me ask
created
you a
the
question.
standard. So as women, like it's
But
about you getting paid.
but isn't like a white lie like everybody's white lie has a certain level, right?
Mhm.
Like your white lie must be like, oh, you're saying that you're 29 but you're actually 30. But then someone might say, hey, I might. Oh my god, people are gonna fucking roast me for this. But people might say, I'm 30, but you're technically, you're 40. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean that's
Like,
that's a huge thing. But
I don't do that, by the way. I don't fucking do that shit, But I'm just saying, like, I'm just giving you rebuttal
I
to the white
guess,
lie
yeah.
aspect.
It just depends on, obviously, that's an individual thing because everybody is different and what they consider their moral values and grounds. So it's going to be different for everybody. But you ask us specifically for us, what would be a white lie? I mean, if the dude is, let's say, 55, but they're saying they're 30, I can definitely see you are not 30.
What if they had old pictures of themselves when they're 30 and they didn't put it on their profile?
But then you kind of like know
It'll be a
directly
photo of a
from
photo.
yeah, you can know, you can guess.
Okay.
And like you can zoom in, you know.
I
You
mean,
just
like
know. I
people
don't know how
still
to
like
explain
add
it.
each other in social media after like talking in the dating app. So I mean, for me, a lie is good enough. If you get a date, that like works.
For
So
guys,
you
just-
can
just
use
get a
it.
date.
But the lies are only acceptable if you're not using other people's persona to be yourself.
Yeah, if
That's
it's not
where
a
it's
deal
wrong.
breaker, I think the
Yeah.
lie is good enough.
But
Okay.
then if you're
Yep.
faking your persona as a whole, then no, thank you, bye bye.
But okay, but you won't know what the person's persona is until you talk to them.
I
Also, like, just your rebuttal to that is like, don't you think you as an individual, what brings out the person's persona itself?
No,
Like,
but then
you know-
again, it's certain steps. The lie is to get you to talk to
Yeah.
the person, and when you talk to the person, then there's the filter of this persona that comes into play. You filter out the persona. Okay, if you like the persona, you add to the social media, and then if you like the person there, then you go to the dating apps.
Well, I think it's different because
It's just to
guys-
get the ball rolling.
like this different perspective because let's just be real, okay? I think you agree too. Girls get 100 times more matches than guys on dating apps.
Matre.
Like 100 times,
I
dude. You
wouldn't
get like
know.
5 matches, she's
Probably
already at
500 more times.
Yeah, that's
probably.
500 more
I
times.
wouldn't
I don't know, yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I think it is. I,
I
think
wouldn't know.
statistically,
It
it
is.
is. It is.
It is.
I think it also depends on where you are geographically. But
No,
like I get
no,
what you're
no,
saying,
no.
but
Dude, you know how I know this? Because like I remember when I was in New York, and one of my friends, ironically, her name is Prapti too.
Oh.
And like we're hanging out, and she's like, we're talking about dating and all that dating app. She's the one that talked about Coffee Meets Bagel.
Okay.
And I'm just like, and I've never paid for a dating app. I was like, you get like one,
Yep.
two, you have to wait, right? So then I'm like, I tell her like, yo, man, like it's hard for guys to get matches. Like we might get like maybe 2 or 3 matches, and even those 2 or 3 matches, like, ugh. Like, like,
Why do you think that happens?
no, hold on a second. And then she's like, and then she was like, it can't be that bad. Like, what are there's something probably wrong with your profile.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your profile. I was like, no, I showed it to her. She's like, okay, everything looks good, whatever it is, because it's not like prompts back and you have to like put it out there,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, give me your profile. Let me see like how yours is, right? I swear to God, she had Coffee Meets Bagel and Tinder. I swiped 10 times on her Tinder profile, match 7 times.
Damn.
Coffee Meets Bagel, whatever like match, whatever it is, it's already matched. The dude was just waiting for her to send the like
Yep.
whatever it was. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Especially if like being less than 6 feet height, the algorithm
Short
Short
kings
king
have it
alert.
the
hard.
algorithm puts you at
Short
the
kings-
bottom of the list.
You know
Short
what?
kings
Just
have
because
it
you said
hard.
that, I have something for
Um,
you. I have something for both of you, by the way.
Oh, wow, we're
So
gonna get.
I don't know if you watched this episode. This guy loves coconuts.
Oh,
coconuts
Like
are
he's
good.
like coconuts. He's like he just has coconut running. So I got him this from Big Dash. It's the coconut
the
thing.
coconut. Oh,
Last time I was
so
gonna get it for
good.
you when Amelia was here.
It's
Yeah.
so
the MMA
good.
thing.
Uh-huh.
But they ran out.
Oh no.
So I got you one.
Yo, let's go. Only one?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. One's enough.
You can have it.
Thank you. And I got that because I already ate the
Do
other
we
one.
have
I
a-
couldn't wait.
Paper towel or something?
No.
Oh
No.
no. Yeah.
I have my
I
liners
just have-
in,
okay,
but I
never mind.
guess I would eat.
Just eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a small piece for me. Thank you guys. This is so
Oh
delicious.
wow.
Um,
Oh wow. This is
No.
It's really good. It's coconut.
You were just like, no.
So
I
this
wanna
is
thank
this
you.
is the time to judge. Like, is it good coconut thing?
It's good. I like this one. I mean, like, I think I sent him a picture when I went.
Oh
to
yeah,
Big
you
Dash.
did. You did, yeah.
That's what it was.
This is very good. It's a little bit too sweet, but then again, it's coconut, so I feel like I'm
it's
in
the Arabic
paradise.
sweets, man.
Yeah.
Arabic sweets are like.
We want the
So
lady's
sugary.
perspective.
Yeah,
Is
what
it
you
good?
like it?
What is ladies' perspective on this? This is just simple food perspective. I love it.
Today is men versus women, right?
No.
No, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
coconut too. So you're
Oh, you do?
asking
Really?
the wrong audience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you love coconut?
Just, I don't mind it. If
So the normal amount.
Do you have coconut
normal
shampoo?
amount, yeah.
You have coconut shampoo?
I do have coconut oil that I put before.
Everybody has coconut oil. Come
Okay,
on.
you have coconut shampoo, right?
I have coconut everything, bro.
Okay, this dude has got coconut everything.
Not
I
that
hate
much.
the
You know,
smell of parachute.
I have heard
Same.
that he has coconut toilet paper too.
Is that a thing?
Where did you hear this?
I don't know.
Who has used my toilet paper and then knows that it's coconut flavored?
I don't know, bro. I
You
was
went
just,
to
I
his
heard
house
it like
and
I
like
have
found.
so
no,
many
not me.
questions.
It's one of his friends who went there. Just gave me some inside information about
Oh,
how
damn.
much he loves coconuts.
He rubs with coconut.
Yeah,
Coconut fiber.
They say it cleans it really well. Cleans it really well.
Guys, I'm eating.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, we need the fiber, right?
But okay. So I guess like we're in a consensus like it's okay. Both of you agree it's okay to lie a little bit, but just throwing some
Yeah, yeah.
rebuttals there, saying that
Mhm.
hey, how much is a lie? Your white lie spectrum is like it has to be minimal.
And yeah, I think when it comes to dating apps in general, right? When girls swipe, what side do you swipe, right?
No, I think it's
Right?
now
oh
it's
my
like
God. Yes, yes. You swipe right for the right person.
Oh.
You swipe left for
But
the
I
wrong
thought
person.
Hinge was like X and like and you just have to send a rose or something.
You have to send a like.
This is
You have
not
to send a
my.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is not my forte. But what I was gonna say is, I think girls would be more adamant on whom they want to swipe, which is why maybe guys get a much less what do you call
Okay.
it? Swipes, matches.
Okay. As a girl,
Uh-huh.
right? What do you when you look at when you were on the dating app, what is the first thing you like? Let's give some guys, some short kings out there, some help.
Or anything out there, some help.
Yeah, but like what is the first thing you look at when you look at someone's profile?
Obviously, dating apps are meant to make you judge them based on their like
Looks.
looks.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
It's not that looks is everything, but the first thing is going to be based on what kind of pictures you've posted, I guess.
Mhm.
I think Hinge has prompts, right?
Prompts. and
Prompts. When I
pictures
used
and
it, I think I
everything.
had prompts. You read the prompts. I again, this is going to be different from everybody. if I think you kind of look like a fuckboy, then I just don't want to like go ahead. Like I think a profile speaks volumes.
I
when
should
it's
probably
a
change my
fuckboy.
picture then.
Like I think you just know immediately if it's a fuckboy or not.
Okay,
when
what does
it's
a
based on-
fuckboy look like?
They can look like anything. It's
Okay,
just how
so that's
they.
like every picture out there.
No,
It's just the vibe,
It's
the
just
picture-
a vibe. Yeah.
yeah.
It's just a vibe that the prompts and the pictures together give you
Mm-hmm.
that you can know. And then I think like I also look at like if it's funny.
Okay.
For me,
What
like
if someone had like a Joey Tribbiani like how you doing?
that's not funny though.
He laughed. See,
That's really
he
funny.
laughed. See,
That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know.
is that
The humor is so different.
okay? But is
The
that
humor is so
Is
different.
that fuckboy material? How you doing?
No, I wouldn't say that. It depends on like the rest of the prompt. Like you can have how you're doing. But if the rest of the prompt also kind of goes with those answers, then obviously that's not something you would go for if you are trying to date seriously. But if you're going for casual dating, I think people would swipe on things like that. It just depends on
If
what
they really like
they're
friends,
looking
they're
for.
gonna swipe on you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it just
Friends.
depends.
What about those matrimony.coms?
Oh.
Shadi.com.
Shadi.com
Yep,
and
yep.
Bharat
No, that's out of my scope. That's out of my scope. This already is.
All right. I have another one when it comes to I guess like partner and stuff. So and this is dating early relationship.
Mhm.
So it's if you guys want to know the time frame. Do you want to put that away? You
I
done?
want to eat.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing ASMR for you guys, where I'm also eating.
All right. So dating early relationship. Second question. Should you tell your new partner about your entire sexual history after a first few dates? Entire sexual history.
Hell nah. Why?
That's like typical guy's
It's a-
perspective.
It's a fight
Hell no.
waiting to happen.
But eventually, like, you know, just to rebuttal you, people are probably going to find out because, you know, girls like you know, they talk, right?
Hmm.
Girls talk.
What do you mean by that?
I
Like,
mean,
they always
when they-
you always
But what was that?
I'm trying
Necessary
to
action.
I'm trying to mimic that. I'm trying to mimic that
That's-
whole like when the two
Gossip,
girls are
yeah,
in the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
I'm like, you
Is
know,
that how you think girls gossip?
no, but obviously
Not
I
me. I
can't
mean, that's
think
what
of
he said.
a dialogue to say. I'm just saying that. Do you know he was coming over there and he was like talking about it like that kind of like that, you know.
but yeah. Anyways, yeah. I don't think
We are
the
gonna get
past define-
banned.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna get banned. This is nonsense. This is nonsense.
Yeah,
part of the channel.
yeah, we are nonsense.
Yeah. All right.
So
But yeah, where we saying?
But yeah,
Be-
I don't think the past defines who you are. So, and like even if there's a lot of history or there's like barely any history, I don't think that matters, and that should be talked about if the person is comfortable talking about it,
Mhm.
and if the other person will not get as mad as you think. So
What if you end up dating a girl and you find out that later on, like, let's say after like you start dating, you find out that one of the girls that you had like fun with is actually her friend. Would you tell her?
I mean, that's a situation where she would probably find out eventually.
she would already know. She does not need to
Exactly.
find out eventually. She
Exactly.
would know
Girl-
already. So
Girls are
Damn.
super fast in these situations.
So
But-
he would not even get to the point where he's gonna be in a space where he's gonna find out.
She
Oh,
accepted
she's your
me for
friend.
who I am.
Oh,
So
before you even
that's
told
the
her.
whole package.
There-
Yeah.
There is one story I have. Like one of my friend was dating one girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they dated for 4-5 months, but the instant he knew that the girl also dated his cousin, he broke up the next day
But no,
I mean-
but you know, but
because
before
of
you
because
go
of the
ahead-
history. Yeah?
Yeah, no, but before we go ahead, I have a very good analogy for that one, and I don't know if you guys agree, but before we go ahead, what about you? Do you think as a girl, because obviously guys probably think a little bit differently, because like Mike just gave you an example about how his cousin
Yeah.
broke.
The guy is Muslim. In Muslim culture, it's I
It doesn't have
don't
to be
know.
Muslim.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay,
it's really
so
clear.
to answer your question, I do agree with a lot of things that he just said, but it also depends on like how open the person you're dating is, like
Mhm.
how much they're giving to you on their insights of their life, and that's how it's kind of like what they say, and you bounce back with each other.
Mhm. But
And
remember, this is early
when
dating.
early dating, yeah. And I think if you are somebody who has a lot of partners in the past, you can be in a position to judge somebody else for having the same kind of notion. Not everybody goes through the phases that people go through.
Mhm.
Like they have their own eras. Some people are just don't want casual dating, so they are more into like maybe they have been in few relationships.
What's your number that would be like, nah, that's too much?
That's not my place to say. I don't have a number.
But like you have a preference.
No, I don't.
What if like it's like had 20 girls?
As long as the person does not have
50?
HIV and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
he's
Like
clean. He's clean. Don't worry.
that's not
He
like.
he does a blood test after every session.
I don't think it's in my place. Again, I don't think it's in my
But
place.
you have to have a number though. 100.
No, I think it depends on the compatibility
It's-
and
yeah.
how they value.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
I mean-
what is it that they value and how you know.
All right.
Things that matter. I will say this, complete this.
Yep.
The bodies does not matter as much as the amount if they have had other bodies while they had been committed to one body. That's going to make a difference rather than like 50 times, like maybe 50, 100. When you're single, that's different versus when you're in a relationship and you went out of your way to do that and break that up. Now, that's a different scenario though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a completely.
So you don't have
funny.
you don't mind if they had like 100 bodies, but they didn't have a body.
They
when had
shouldn't
another
mind
body.
if I have certain number of bodies, just like how I wouldn't. It's just
Mhm.
about you can be hypocrite about these things
Okay.
when you're looking
Would you
at
date a porn star?
it. I don't think I have the courage to do that.
Okay.
I admire people who can
I
do it,
think
but it's
you
not me.
attract what you are.
Yeah.
So I think a person who
Ooh.
has a lot of bodies would attract a person who has a lot of bodies.
But what if sometimes like guys
not
want to settle down?
100%.
Not 100%. I would say like most likely.
I don't think so. I think what happens is
our first disagreement.
this is.
Mm.
It's just like you adding that just makes it so hard to disagree. But I was gonna say that I don't think it is the matter of like, attracting what you want. I think it's what space in your life or headspace you are in. Sometimes some people are not open to be committed right away and they have to go through different things to learn what they want, while some people already know what they want in life and how they like vision something for their life. So it's about figuring out in the process. And I think people who have figured themselves out look for people who have also figured themselves out,
Yeah.
regardless of the amount of like bodies or
Mhm.
regardless of anything else. As long as they know who they are and what they envision matches, I think that's what makes them more compatible.
Would you date a girl who's got like 100 bodies?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It probably depends, like she said, on the headspace and the mannerisms that she has with me and without me.
Okay.
So-
what if one of those bodies is one of your close friends?
Yeah, that'd be hard. But I know that I would probably get
Just like-
over it.
just like
I
my
think
favorite.
it also depends, like not my close friend, but if it's somebody that I know, I would definitely want to know what happened.
Yeah.
And if it was bad or if it was something that just didn't work out. Because if you're just in early dating and you just realize that you don't vibe with each other, now that's a different situation compared to like, let's say your friend is on a 5-year or even a year relationship or even in a relationship with somebody
Mm-hmm.
and they went through like even if they've moved on, I think that creates a little bit of
What if
like
it's with
I
someone
wouldn't
that you
want to
don't
get
like?
there.
Oh, then definitely, yeah.
What if it's someone you don't like? You want to date her?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like you. Let's say your sworn enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's say you're talking to a girl and she's had some action, but the action that performed with the person that is your sworn enemy. Like you don't like that person.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
Yeah, it's like a revenge on that
Revenge.
person. Yeah,
Oh wow.
I think
Okay.
like for guys
It's like-
go-
That's how
Like
revenge was
revenge
taken.
zone.
bro, you couldn't get
What
it.
about
Now
you?
I got it. Yeah.
it just depends on like I don't care if the person also I think it also like I think you give yourself the answer, which is like if they've already fucked with somebody who was their arch nemesis in the past, that's not the present, right? So in the present for them, it's like, oh, I won because I got the girl at the end.
Mm.
If that's what they think, but then also it depends on how connected they were. I think that's going to do, but I don't think that should be like a big, I mean, I do judge people based on their friends because
I think the thing is we can talk about this from a perspective when we are not in the situation.
Mhm.
But when we're in the situation, I think that is when it matters.
Yeah, our demeanor probably changes.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And the views that we have in this very topic might change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I know for a fact. Well, not for a fact. I know, like, from what I've seen, right? Guys are they're less affected when a girl says, "I don't think I like you anymore," or if they say stuff like that. Well, in the past, right? Guys would really try to make sure that the person would like them. You wouldn't really like that. Words wouldn't hurt them as much
Mhm.
as opposed to, let's say, a girl had like a physical relationship with someone that he knows, or like
Mhm.
something like that. You know what I mean? I think that hurts a lot more. While for females, I think the emotional aspect of it, like if a guy tells a girl, "I don't think I care about you anymore. I don't love you anymore," I think that hurts more. I think she can get over, like females can get over that emotional strain rather
Women.
than the physical aspect of it. I think.
Women, yeah.
I think this is something
Yeah,
for the
women, I'm
comment
sorry.
section to decide as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what do you think? Do you think female can get over the emotional aspect
Yeah,
while they're more
women-
able to get over the
you're
physical
making it
aspect?
sound like women are not emotionally mature or intelligent, or like even like the way you make it sound is that. But I think it depends on what you value, right? If
Mm.
you value physical touch, like, then obviously it's not gonna matter if you're a guy or a girl. That's gonna hurt. If you like, let's say, words of affirmation, it depends on how you show love, and it regardless of if you're a guy or a girl, that's if they go out in a space where they are giving something that you really value, then immediately that's a problem. It does
Mm.
not mean it has to be physical or emotional or any part of that matter.
Anything
If it-
negative, I think, would hurt.
Yeah, anything it would hurt. But I don't think it always hurts if a guy says like, "Oh, I don't like you that much." I'd be like, "Okay, same." Like, I'm glad we're on the same page.
But like I'm not saying every female. Let me take it back. Not every, but majority. Like I think most
I think
women.
it's because how a lot of times men are not, and this is like a environmental thing where men are not emotionally intelligent or mature because of their surrounding, because
Mm.
men are always told to, like, keep their emotions in check and whatnot, which obviously translation to a lot of them is like, "Oh, you can't show emotions, you can't do
Can't
this,
cry,
oh my
bro."
god, if you show emotion then you're being dramatic and whatnot,"
Mhm.
which is obviously not true. Like, how you regulate your emotions really show you how capable you are of doing things, or how intelligent and mature, or maybe like where you stand your ground on. I think that would be a better word for it, where you stand your ground on. But it's not that women just like tell what it is in that moment of time. And a lot of times what happens is guys become avoidant and they don't say things as it is, because avoiding the situation is a lot easier than confronting the situation and saying what's wrong. Because when you say it, then you would have to face the consequences that's going to come with it, which is you might have to argue, you might have to discuss. It does not always have to be like in a bad way, but even any kind of confrontation, I think, is something that guys really get scared of. Multiple videos of people out there like,
But
what are
then,
you
but then again, also multiple videos of people are there saying, okay, anytime there's an argument, it's the men that have to say sorry at the end. It's the man's fault.
Well,
What
I
do you
have
to
I
say
have
to
one.
that?
think-
I have one funny one.
I think it's more like not men have to say sorry. I think it depends on like, I think that's where people in relationships, like people who have like mastered communication in relationships, have done good, because it's not about winning fights and who says sorry and who says thank you. It's not about that. It's about letting the other person know how you feel and maybe how you've hurt certain actions would have hurt them. And it's taking the accountability, if you can see it from their perspective, taking accountability, validating their feelings, but also letting them know if this is something that happened, like this is how I feel too, which a lot of times guys fail to do.
Yeah, communication is key. So.
Communication is
That
key.
is-
At the end of the day,
yeah.
it's
Talking
the
about-
communication that works.
Talking about communication, I was watching this funny skit the other day where the girl is telling this guy, like, you have to communicate. If you don't communicate, how are you gonna, like, exactly whatever you said, right? The whole thing, like, whatever you said. And then when there's actually a problem, the guy goes, "Hey, what's wrong?" And the girl goes, "Nothing."
Yeah. Are you sure? And then yeah, I'm fine.
She goes like, "Nothing."
Yeah.
Can you explain that for us?
Yeah, sure. a lot of times what happens, and again, it's going to be individual for everybody. It's not that, it's a
I
whole
was just
group
cracking a
thing.
joke, but I know
But
what you mean.
I know what you mean. But like what I was going to say is the women who's already said communicate more. I'm communicating. The thing is, when they communicating, if you're not listening to them and if you're just hearing them and just nodding your head along, that means you haven't listened the first times when she's already said, this is what I want, this is my expectation, and this is what I want. Just saying it over and over again makes it annoying for women too, to like keep on telling what to do or what you need to do. So after a point when they get fed up, that's when that people start noticing, like for men, most of the times they start noticing that, oh, like, why is she not saying anything? Why is she not reacting the way she normally does? And that's what hits their head. It's like, oh, did something happen? Is something wrong? But the amount of times that has been communicated has been done so many times that it's
I
like,
think it's the
I'm
difference
tired of
that
telling what's wrong.
Most of the guys can't read in between the lines, and most of the girls communicate in between the lines. And since the guys just take whatever they said in, like, however they said it, they just assume, okay, like, everything's fine, and they don't have to do anything from their part. But then again, they're missing the point that the girl is trying to say. They don't see that.
But
Yeah.
it goes both ways. Like, trust me, there are dudes who are like, well, this is what I meant, even though this is what I said.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
there are,
The gaslighting.
I think it's not about men or women. It's about people who have emotionally matured and they know how it works versus people who are still trying
Do you
to
think a lot
get
of people
it.
are emotionally mature now?
Nah.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
She's telling. They are saying like stuff how it should be, but the world is not like that.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was. I feel
People
like
are
whatever
not
she's.
emotionally matured. Yeah,
I feel-
that's how it should be, but it's not like that.
Yeah, I feel like what she's saying was more like that back in the 50s and 60s. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I think a lot of people, because of situationships and
You mean
whatnot.
friends with benefits?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we used to call it back in the
Yeah.
day.
Friends with benefits, no strings attached, situationship, whatever you want to name it. I think that has created a lot more of emotionally
I think it's social media.
unstable
Unstable
people.
guys and
I think it's
And
social
women
media.
too. Like, I'm not just going to put this on men.
Social
It's
media
like
too. So
it's
yeah.
having so much commitment issues, and a lot of people have these avoidant attachment styles or anxious attachment styles based on the situationships they were in. So I think that has really
You know what it is? Like back in the day, situationships or friends with benefits were more like very, very secure. Like it was like a relationship, but without that tag. You know?
that's what situationship is.
Yeah,
too.
but like nowadays,
I don't know
feel like
anything about back in the day. So.
okay, back in the day, like even if you had friends with me,
He's
it was
a
very private. What's what I meant to say?
Okay.
Very
because you didn't have
private.
social media, right?
No,
And
no.
you didn't
I mean,
post
there was
anything.
Facebook and stuff, but like I just feel like that generation of people growing up is like, okay, friends with benefits, we're going to keep it a secret. We don't want people to know. We want to like be respectful to each other, right? Nowadays, situationships. Oh yeah, he was going out with her. We was going with her, and then they find each other like, what's going on, bro? We're not really dating. We're not girlfriend boyfriend. They'll actually have arguments over these. Like the younger generation. That's what I've seen. You know, but
I think all generations have the same
yeah,
argument.
but not as it's more
Because
frequent now.
A lot of times, like, because situationship
I don't
is
think
more
it's more frequent. It's
yeah.
just that it's more out
in
there
light.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of social media, because they post everything. It's it's not that it's happening more now. It's
And
just
you're
that
not-
it comes into the light more.
And you're not in a committed space, right? So it is a place of limbo for a lot of people. And whenever situationships happen, I do think that there is always one person who gets sucked in
Yep.
and they want to have more.
Mm-hmm.
And it only works if both people are like have commitment issues. That's the only time when situationships work.
Yeah.
But even then, like it's like going on vacation. Like if you have to skip your vacation in the middle while you're in the vacation, then you're gonna think about like, oh, what if I could complete my vacation? I could be doing this. I could be doing that. Same with situationship. You're just trying to like think about the potential of a relationship
question.
without looking at.
If you're in a situationship, right? If you're in a situationship, do you go 50-50?
50-50 for what?
Spending stuff like dinners and parties and stuff like that.
I think you should, but I don't think that's.
It's a
the case.
situationship. You think 50-50? No?
It's,
You
That should be
I
the
would
case,
expect
but
50-50.
that's not the
the
reality,
thing
though.
is, you can't be getting, you can't get wifey treatment if you're not wifey in
but
that
it's
space.
a situationship.
Yeah, if it's a situationship, and let's say both of them are like, let's go out to eat, regardless of like they can both pay the bill, obviously.
Yeah.
But still, somehow I feel like the guy always feels like the pressure to like pay for the meals.
Really?
or pay
Okay.
for the
Well,
stuff.
would you expect them in your?
I wouldn't expect them. Sorry. Like,
Okay. So okay. You what would you do? Would you feel obligated
But
to be
it-
like,
That's
yo?
what most people say, but I mean, I do feel obligated to pay, and I don't mind paying. But then again, I feel
Really?
like
in a situationship?
I mean, it's just starting out, right? I mean, like
yeah, when
for
people
example,
are starting
expensive
out,
dinners,
exactly.
no, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But coffees are no problem. You
And
know?
if you're going for lunch, let's say that's like $15 like for the food, then like you're just spending $30.
I'm taking.
then
her
again,
I'm
it-
taking for a gyro, bro. Like $6, like situationship. That's what you're getting.
Cheap.
It's not
So
cheap. It's a situationship.
But I think it depends on like
McChicken.
Yeah, McChicken sandwich.
I think it depends on like who people are going to. Like
Mm-hmm.
I know some people call some people high maintenance, so they want to do high maintenance
Oh,
stuff
I
for
would
them
not,
and
yeah.
stuff
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
The reason why I asked
I'm
that
running
question,
away from that.
the reason why I asked that question was for my other question in the hot take. Okay, is it acceptable to go on a date, this is only one-sided, but the question is there. Is it acceptable to go on a date purely for the free meal or drinks if you have no
Yeah.
romantic just
I'll be so
no
quick
romantic
to say
dis-
yes.
Wow.
She just throws
I'll
all
be
of us under
so,
the bus.
I
Wow.
would be so quick to say
Whatever
yes.
you said before, throw that out the
Yeah.
window.
Nah,
Throw that out
when
the
it comes to
window.
a meal, I'm sorry. When it comes to a meal,
What?
if I am just the thing
That's why we should always go to McChicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
The
why.
thing is,
That's why I don't like
because
to
you
take
said
girls out on
first
nice
date,
dates.
so you said first date. Okay, when you go on a date, obviously you don't go there just for the free meal. You still want to know the person and who they are.
Okay, the question was before I
free
finished.
meal.
Hold on a second. You didn't let me finish. The last part of the question was, is it acceptable to go on a date purely for the free meal or drink if you have no romantic interest? So you don't find a guy attractive.
Yeah.
I think if you're like going, because you don't know if you're going to like click
No,
when
no,
you
but
don't like.
You look at
You
the
know?
person, not
No,
attractive.
You're saying this from your
Yeah.
perspective.
Okay, so for
A
example,
lot of people go for free meals then. Like if I have to give like a general perspective.
Okay,
No, a lot of people do it. So, but what we're asking is, do you feel it's okay or not?
yeah, it's if it's okay or
It
not.
depends. If the person like is like I
Okay.
am there with an intention of going out on a date and I see the person
That's what I'm saying, though.
and I see the person and I don't judge people based on like just seeing them. But if I have a conversation with them and it's the most
Okay,
dull and
so, okay.
boring conversation, then I'm like, I need to be paid for that shit. I sat through this conversation.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, this I'm gonna rebuttal you on this one. Obviously, you're gonna have a conversation through text message or the phone before you go on a date, right? You don't just go on a date and have a conversation for the first time. So you already know like how connected you would be with this person, even if you met them in person. And this guy is like truly trying to be like the guy who goes.
Some
"Hey,
people just
hey,
know how to text really well. I'll just say that. Maybe their friends help
okay,
them.
now you're just making excuses.
No, I'm not. It is true. Some people like have friends help them out write their text.
Really?
Yeah, people do that.
I need to find these
Forget,
friends.
okay.
You're lacking in friends.
Forget about that scenario. That's a made up scenario. The question is it okay? Like you have no interest. Like you've had a conversation with him on the phone. You've texted him very bland. All he asks you is like, "Hey, how are you doing? How's your day? Did you eat?"
Then no, thank you.
Okay, but would you if he's going to take you out on a date at this really nice 5-star restaurant
I
because
mean,
he's really trying
if
hard?
I feel like there could be a potential of like maybe clicking when you meet in person, then obviously like I would try to see what that's about. But at the same time, like if I don't feel it like just from the conversation, then
You
I
still
just-
go. You still go on a date for that.
no,
nice
I
meal.
don't.
You-
I don't.
you know.
I cannot. Sorry, if I cannot handle your personality and I already find you annoying, I don't know how I like make it
At
through
a
the meal. So
5-star
The meal
yummy
would not be
restaurant.
as
it's not
tasty.
worth
Go for
it.
it,
It's
girl.
not worth it.
Go for the lobsters.
It's for the lobster.
If the conversations are not good, sorry, the meal is not worth
Okay,
it.
what's your
Oh.
favorite food
My favorite food.
that you everyone tried? The most expensive one. Filet mignon.
Michelin star,
steak,
3 Michelin star.
Yeah, 3 Michelin star. That's where he's taking you.
Honestly,
He's
I don't.
trying so
no,
hard.
No,
You wouldn't go for that free meal?
like no.
Yeah, that's a perspective, man. You
Yeah,
already
you
got the
get the
answer.
princess treatment and everything.
You get everything.
You get a
the-
Michelin star
that
treatment and the
amazing
princess
dish right in
treatment.
front of you,
Yeah.
but you're just not attracted to him. You still not go?
Again.
Let's just think about it. Let's just think about it now.
She's
like, good meal.
no, the thing is like the options
No,
you guys just
when you
gave
add
me.
Michelin star and the princess treatment,
No,
that
no,
might
no,
be
no,
a
no,
good
no.
deal.
I would
It-
go. I would go.
So like,
go too.
okay.
An old lady comes and tells me like, you want to go? I'll take you out, take you to a Michelin star. I would go.
You know what's so sad about this? What's so sad about this? No old lady even comes and asks us young guys that take us out for a free
Rich
meal.
old lady.
Oh, you're talking about like the old dudes who would like come and be
No,
like,
it doesn't have to
It
be.
doesn't have to be.
It
I
doesn't
was
have
just-
to
I
be a
was just
sugar
saying,
daddy.
like,
but
if he was like,
I
you
know.
know, sugar
I think
mama.
it really depends on a person and the situation. It's very, very, very like, a person based rather than just food based for me. Food is not like I love food. I would go anywhere for food, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth it if I mean when you say it like princess treatment and all that stuff, it depends on what that person considers princess treatment and what I consider princess
Okay, that's
treatment.
fine. Okay, but do you condone that type of behavior from other chicks?
I don't care. You do you, girl. That's all I gotta
Oh,
say.
she's basically
Yeah.
saying, go for it. Wink, wink.
It's not like guys don't do
Okay,
it.
you know what, Ashu? Like, what about you?
I don't
Like,
know.
you're the guy in this
Yeah.
perspective, and you find out the girl only went on a date with you because you were taking her for a nice dinner at this Nepali restaurant to have bhati ko chow. I'm just kidding.
The girl's already walked out.
Wow,
No.
really? Nepali restaurant?
Nepali
Gonna walk
restaurant,
out?
really?
You're disrespecting Nepali restaurant.
No, I'm not
Damn.
disrespecting Nepali restaurant. It's just like there's gonna be so many people
Yeah.
in Nepal. Like it's always packed. And your idea is to go in a familiar space with somebody you've just met. Like
Yeah, I mean,
go
this
in
is
a
wrong from your part. Why would a date be at a
I
Nepali
was-
first
Right.
date be a Nepali restaurant?
What
That's
she's
what I
trying to
mean.
say is Nepali restaurants are not dateable. The environment is
Yeah.
No,
not
It's
dateable.
not
no,
dateable.
it's not that it's not dateable. It's just like
Oh, hold on.
you would know people.
Public
Yeah,
service
probably.
announcement: Nepali people, when you go on a date, don't them take out to a Nepal
Unless-
Nah,
restaurant.
he's taking it out
There's
of
no
context.
candle light.
Yeah, exactly.
lighting.
That's
He's
what I was
taking
just
it out
gonna
of
say.
context.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just giving you a scenario, but anyways.
No, but I was just saying that like it's in a setting where we would know people, right? Like if
I
I
don't know
go on
anybody.
a date with somebody and then Nepal restaurant, there's a high chance that I'm gonna meet somebody that I know, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, how are you, Kitha?" Blah blah blah, and like you would have to be like,
The only
and then it's
acceptable
like,
answer.
Who is this?
the
And then
on-
you have to like explain it. It's just
Why
not
would they
worth
even
it.
ask you?
No, no,
It's so
no,
weird.
no. The only acceptable answer would be to take out the Nepali food and
Yeah.
go have a picnic somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Agreed.
gave you that. Okay, we're shifting the conversation to Nepal restaurants. We're not. That's
Okay,
I just
anyways.
gave you an
What,
example.
what if you guys were in Nepal? So you are going to Nepal no matter what? Because
makes sense.
all
Thank
the
you.
kids, all the girls
Yeah,
like
we're gonna
so-
go to a nice John restaurant
No,
in
it
Nepal.
makes sense. Nepal, when you go to Nepal,
Gotti.
you're gonna go to an area where people are not gonna know you.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You go every single time people go on dates, they're gonna go to areas that they know. No one's gonna
Okay,
no one they know is gonna show up.
Okay, but Ashu, like you're the guy. You know, you take a girl out to like a nice, restaurant. The Monarch was the same. The
Oh,
Monarch,
man. Not the
right? And then
Monarch.
you find out that she just came in for that free meal. How'd that make you feel?
First of all, I would not take anybody to Monarch on a first date.
Okay, like
If you're
And
doing
secondly,
that,
I'm just giving you
no.
a scenario.
Anyways, yeah.
Jesus, going
But-
into the where and how.
No, yeah, but
Okay.
What
yeah, I
what
look
if
for
she
some-
was Paris Hilton or really?
Ooh.
Okay,
Then she's taking
wait.
me out. Why should I take her out?
wait, I gotta say, if you're going to Monarch on the first date, that means you have enough money to pay for any other dates that you're going to.
Okay,
You
it's
don't
not
need to
it's not
feel
about the
bad.
principle, not about who has the most bucks. Okay, all right.
It's about if you have the bucks, you're paying for
Can
it.
you, can you please let him answer? How would you feel, Ashu? Like you take
I mean,
her?
okay,
Like a
so-
really hot chick.
okay.
But then
You want to have a chance with her.
yeah,
Okay.
like
But yeah, I'm a person who looks for something genuine, always, anytime, everywhere.
mhm.
And if that was the case, I take this girl out somewhere, we go eat, I pay for everything, then
Then you find out that she just used you for a free meal.
yeah, I would probably be hurt. I would probably be hurt and just cut her off, no
Mhm.
contact, nothing at all.
What are you
And
planning
just-
to do? Ask them for like Venmo me the money since you asked.
You know, I was
No,
reading,
it's just
I was
an
reading on
experience,
subreddits.
and I would probably just learn from it, you know.
Petty.
No, it's not petty. Like imagine like if you find out like you just came for a free meal and the guy finds out. I read this subreddit where this guy's like, yo, like the mannerism, everything. He kind of figured it out
Yeah,
on the
some
date,
guys
and the
do.
girl was and the girl's the one that wrote it, by the way, in the subreddit. I went on a date, free meal, blah blah blah. And then she goes like, then after we went there, I guess like he kind of figured out like why I was there because I didn't want to do anything else after I was done eating, and then he ends up
now
asking me.
That's that's another story.
Yeah, I'm saying something.
But I think it's about like how you vibe and stuff like that that really matters.
No, obviously.
Again, I wouldn't know. I
obviously.
haven't dated, so
But
I
this one
wouldn't
is
know.
like like one person's not vibing, and then like you're
Again, I
still
wouldn't
giving
know.
up, So
I wouldn't lose faith.
yeah, so
Yeah.
scary nowadays.
It is
Next topic.
hard for us guys.
Actually, you know what? One question. Let me ask you first because then you'll see.
Sorry, yes sir.
Where would you take a girl out on the first date?
Depends on the mood, depends on the girl. Depends on what the girl. First of all, if the girl is athletic, I would probably
Jesus Christ, this guy's,
take her to
doing
some,
homework.
somewhere fun, somewhere with like lots of activities, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe to Boulder or maybe Andretti, the kart racing, right?
Okay.
Ideal would be Six Flags, but
Six Flags?
It would be a long
First date?
No.
God,
I
It's
mean,
How much
fun.
is Six Flags?
It's
Six
fun.
Flags is a good idea for a
It's a
first
fun,
date.
yeah.
you know what
it's
it is?
fun.
You know what it is? It's like
It's
I feel
amusement
like
park.
it's the
Thrill
age
seekers, yeah.
thing. It's like it's like age thing. Like I wouldn't take any girl out for
Yeah.
like
I mean-
Six Flags. I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I have season
That's why you
passes,
don't have
so-
any.
This guy's got season pass.
But
Please.
That's the reason why.
No, but I still wouldn't want to. I think my version of a date, the first time if I'm meeting someone is like, I guess like just because I am more laid back, now, I would like to sit down over a cup of coffee and have a genuine conversation. And I don't want to go over and beyond and just paint something out there like, oh, look at me.
see
I'm doing
that
something.
would be too serious of a first date for me.
Yeah, it's because he's
coffee
already
date?
old. It's
I mean,
fine.
I have been on coffee dates,
Generation gap.
but then again,
Generation gap.
no, I have been on coffee dates. The recent one was a coffee date.
Okay, how did that go?
Not so well. That's why.
Why?
That's why
Hear
coffee
about
date is
it.
not.
Oh, we got the tea. We got the tea.
You have to add something else to coffee date. It shouldn't just be a coffee date and sitting and talking. It
I'm
should-
more interested about what went on with your current most recent date.
maybe go to the Kyle Warren Park,
He's
take a
completely-
No,
walk.
but like you
Yeah.
interrupted him. He was saying like athletic girls. He's gonna take the
Yeah,
Six
I know,
Flags,
I know.
and then we're gonna get more
Yeah, it
genres.
depends
so.
on the girl and what
Okay.
her tastes are. Because I am spread all over. I have interest in so many things.
So let's
I
say
like-
you
I
go
find so
out
many
with
things
an
interesting.
introverted person.
Yeah.
Sorry?
About that.
Introverted person.
So, a little bit about me. I am really good at talking to introverted persons. I can, bring their little bit of their true self out. I have done this multiple times in the past, and like that.
He's like, I have done this multiple. I have witnessed
Where would
this.
you
I,
take?
I
Where
don't like
would you
to
take
boast,
them?
but yeah,
that
we
was the
take them.
question.
yeah, introverted person, like it depends. If they like books, maybe to a coffee bar that has books and stuff.
Barnes and
I
Nobles.
thought Barnes and Nobles. Yeah,
Barnes and Noble.
it's a good.
I mean,
yeah, that's a good.
That's a good
That's
place.
a good
Yeah.
place.
Barnes and Noble. Yeah, that would be good too.
Take me to Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah, let's go tomorrow.
No, but okay. But I don't know. Like, I feel like coffee is universal.
Yeah.
Don't you think coffee is
No,
universal?
I think
yeah.
it's like-
that's the thing. Coffee date should not be just coffee. It should be paired up with something else.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Not the eating thing, an activity.
Yeah.
Okay,
Something to
okay,
do.
hold on. When I say coffee, I'm not saying Starbucks. I'm talking about a unique
Yeah,
coffee
exactly.
shop.
So okay, there's I forgot the name, but in Dallas, in downtown, there's a coffee shop, a local coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
and they have board games, and then even the owner has set up his like the table itself has chessboard
Chessboards and
made
stuff
in
like
it,
that. Yeah, that's fine.
and then you can play some games, and then board games, card games, and stuff. And then there's just something to do in each table, while you're getting the coffee.
I think
So that's
when you're
something
in
that
the
you- that would be
initial.
hold on,
interesting.
before you say, where is your ideal first date? Like, where do you want a guy to take you? Is a coffee
I
date?
want
is
them
a
to
coffee?
surprise me.
Okay,
Let's see where they can
But
take
like,
me.
if he takes you to a coffee shop or something like that, let's say, like very, very.
I mean, I think
because I've
when
he-
you
I've-
initially like do like start talking, coffee date is fine
Mhm.
because you're just meeting and you just want to see if you vibe. But if you want to go on a date, then obviously you would have to get something specific. Like for initial stages, I think coffee is fine if you're just meeting, let's say for the first time, and you want to see if you vibe with each other or not. But if you vibe well, then like going to Six Flags,
I
for
think because
instance.
the reason why I asked that
makes
is-
sense. Like
The reason why I asked that for coffee because in Hinge, some of the girls have this like prompt saying that don't ask me out for coffee.
Oh, really?
because
nice.
like a lot of times
mean,
I
that's
think
Like, see, like that
It's harder
that comes
to
back
talk.
to it depends on the girl.
yeah.
Yeah, it could like some.
I think the girl
I've
wants
seen some people
them
like
to do homework just like he does.
I mean, I do my homework.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't like doing the actual
Like, you
homework.
gonna take me out to coffee? I work
I
out.
would do
and-
homework
Regarding
and
dates,
women.
I do my homework.
Her
yeah.
entire profile is like this, like puzzle, like and then
Let's
you get the
say-
key at the
But
end.
let's say if you cannot figure what this woman likes, if you're taking her out on a date, then if it's something that's like mysterious to you, then how would you go about
Be
it?
straight up. What would you like, or what is your like? What do you
If
like?
they're
for
like, I'm
fun,
fine
something
with
like that?
anything,
Oh,
and they want you to decide, like they would be
no,
like
that
surprised.
girl's a no for me then. Yeah,
yeah. The girl can't decide what she wants. Red flag.
yeah. For me, a girl
but
should
like
have
if-
some passion, some
Mhm.
interest, some hobby, something that she has. She has devoted herself into. So,
What are your red flags?
my red flags.
No,
I
no,
don't-
not yours.
He's like, oh my god, don't put me in the spot.
What are your red flags in a girl? Like,
I mean,
give me the top three.
I
top
have to
three.
think of
Top
red
three.
flags.
I don't know. It's really hard
You
to
have lo-
say what the red flags are, like straight up. But first of all, I would say I've actually written this down.
What?
No, not like okay, this is red flag, but for topics today, yeah, when a girl says, "Oh, I've never been treated like this before,"
How is that a red
that's a red
flag?
flag
that actually makes a lot of sense because I'm pretty
because no guy has ever treated you to the bare minimum. That means you're too easy to get.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
really that's
or maybe they have gone through some very traumatic
here we
experience in
go.
life that could make
Yeah.
them feel that
the
way.
defender is here.
Not
Yeah.
defender, but like you're not
No,
you're
I-
not
I-
looking
I-
from
I
a
take her side.
perspective
I take
though.
her
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
Like,
No,
you
that is
know-
not,
know
that
the
is
history.
definitely
when you have been let's say for somebody who has their first relationship, right, as a kid or whatever, like teenager, maybe it's like a long even if it's a year or two, and if their partner does not do things for them, and that's for a lot of people, if that's their first relationship and their partner does not do anything for them, that's the norm. They think that's the
Yep.
norm because people are not going to talk about
What if
the
she's
nitty
27?
gritty stuff about what.
What if she's 27 and has like 3 relationships?
It's not like
It's a tough question. It's
I'm
no tough
talking.
question.
I'm giving.
oh,
I'm trying
I
to give you
think
a
at that
rebuttal.
point, like if that 3-4 relationships have already gone, and if they still are like, oh, I've never been treated like this. I mean, first of all, the guy is probably doing a really good job, but also like, how have you been in so many relationships and not known? Or maybe because like first relationship turned out like that's how she thought she was going to be treated. The second relationship is also the same, and the third that she's going, and she's just getting bare minimum.
that
So
means
that's how she thinks
that probably
relationship
means she
is.
has a type then.
Yeah, maybe she.
Or maybe from her perspective, that's how she sees a relationship. That's
you-
what I'm saying.
Did you
I'm not
say
saying,
like
like-
you attract what you are?
Yeah, kind of.
That's
you
what I said
do.
in the
You-
beginning
Yeah,
too.
you kind
You're
of do.
attract- Yeah.
Like if you, that's why I said if you already know who you are and what you want, then these things are not going to be your trouble.
I feel like people who complain about like guys in general, right, or relationships, or how bad guys are, or guys complain about girls, or how bad girls are, it's a mirror image of who they are as a person. Because technically, I feel like they're complaining about themselves.
Or maybe they have met like a lot of shitty people.
That too. I mean, that happens.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, everything has its own perspective, and it's generalization and non-generalization.
Yeah.
Some are 90% accurate, some are not. So,
You know what I'd really hate though?
you?
No. Oh, I don't hate myself. I love myself.
Okay.
But what I really hate with people is when they complain about the relationships, but they themselves are doing stupid shit.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of people project what they cannot do. So they would tell other people that this is what you need to do because deep inside they know like they need to do the same thing and they just can't.
Yeah.
And that's how like the whole mirroring of like their personality comes in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times the advice that's coming, it's a call from the house wanting to like fix their thing, but you know they can't. So they're just telling other people to do that.
People need therapy.
Yeah.
A lot of
People
people
need
do.
therapy.
I think Nepali people need the most therapy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nepali people be like some crazy ass stuff, man.
No, I think everybody needs therapy. I don't think it should just be like, you know.
Mhm.
But I think like we should definitely not like put a stigma on therapy. Like it
Oh, yeah,
should
yeah,
be
yeah.
normalized.
I think people should go to therapy.
Yeah.
I think people
In Nepal,
really-
if you mention therapy, they'll be like, okay, what's wrong with you?
Pagal base.
Pagal base. Like, are you okay? Are you mentally sane? No.
Like we
why are
have
you going
everything to
therapy?
give you.
ए, यो
Like
छोरा
सबै
ठिक
कुरा
छैन,
छँदै
पागल
छ
छ है,
नि।
पागल छ।
सबै कुरा देखे त छ नि. Like
Exactly.
किन
Oh my
गर्नु
God,
पर्यो? Like
that's,
why are you unhappy?
But those are really old people only. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
our generation doesn't do that.
Our
Yeah,
generation?
our generation doesn't.
Yeah, man, I don't know, man.
No.
Secretly, they
That
do.
is also one of my other topics that I wrote. Gen Z and millennials would make very good old people.
I don't know.
I think
I
so.
think I'm a millennial. We're millennials.
Millennial.
We're actually Gen
That's what
Z.
the boomers
and,
probably
I am a
thought.
millennial. I think
No,
you're.
no. I think
I don't think you're a
because like we've been
millennial.
I think I'm a
we've been living on the information
19,
age.
after 1990,
so
it's millennial.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we are also living in an age where information can be
1985.
misinformation, but then again,
misinformed.
like saying like most of us, like again perspective, but then again most of us would be good regarding like we know so many things and we have not lived through World
I
War,
mean,
you know.
looking at the current state of world,
I'm
like,
a millennial.
That's not us
Yeah.
controlling
Right.
it, is it?
but then
What after what year is it?
there's
Are you
1980.
there's a lot
1980? Okay.
there's a lot happening there.
There is a lot of happening, but it's not millennials and Gen Z causing it, is it?
I mean, I would say we are a part of it because at this point we're at the age where we know voting and like we know all these aspects of things and we know our responsibility on how we can make changes. And I think a lot of people don't do it, and a lot of people are misinformed. So maybe even if they do, they might do it incorrectly or like what is right for them. I think it just depends. And I know we like to look at like a world through a rose-colored glass, but at the same time, with how the state of the world is right now, I mean, there are a lot of people who are also like, working towards making it better. But at the same time, like it is reflection of what is like, I think it might be changed, but at the same time, current reflection does not say that.
Mm. No, I mean, like, when it comes to younger people, especially now, even in the voting aspect, like, there is, I think it's split 50-50. There's 50 of them,
is.
50% of them don't even care what's going on. They just think it's a game, right? They think of it's like a sport.
Mhm.
Because, with all the policies that's going on right now, the big, beautiful bill.
Just got
Um,
passed today.
Yeah,
got
just got
passed
passed
today.
today, yeah.
The news.
Yeah.
By one vote. And that was Vance.
Yeah, it was tied up, and the Alaskan senator, she's came up with I forgot her name, because it's so annoying. She's like, she got it for Alaska, but not like the 49 other states, and she's using that whole. Well, I did it for Alaska. I'm not responsible for 49 other states. You're a freaking senator. You're voting.
Yeah,
for
she's
laws,
responsible
like,
for
all
the
across
whole
United
US.
States, right? For the whole U.S.
What,
So
what was
stupid,
she
right?
talking
You know what I
about?
mean? So next time, then she's just opening the gate, like, okay,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't want Alaska to have it. Next time, like, every other senator is
So,
going to have provisions like
After
that.
being the governor, doesn't the person like come for the US presidency? So she just wants to be the governor.
Governor is like the president of that state.
Yeah, I know.
right?
Yeah, I
and
know.
the Senate members are the ones who go and represent that state
Yeah, that's
in
what I mean.
Congress, where when they're passing federal law that can
Yeah.
umbrella the whole entire.
So when they make decision, they're
It's for
thinking about the
everybody. Yeah,
whole
exactly,
US, right?
exactly.
Not just
You-
one state.
Exactly, because you're like, okay, when law's about to get passed, you'll be like, how
Yeah.
will this law affect my state, along with all the other states, right?
Yeah.
And you try to get the best deal. You try to make sure that particular provision stays within that parameter, but it affects. It's fair for every state. Is that it's why they're there? Like senators are there, right?
It's
But-
supposed to be United States of America, but it's like
Exactly.
falling apart.
It's
you know?
completely like it doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
what her excuse doesn't make sense. I just want to like
If it's not
call her out on
united,
that.
then people fall. Like
And
Yeah.
Gen Z.
divided we fall, united we stand.
Exactly. So going back to my point, with the Gen Zs and the new Gen Ys, I guess, after Gen Zs,
Alphas.
yeah, Gen Alpha. Basically, 50% of them don't know what the hell's going on.
And
Like they don't have
and
no
don't
idea about
care
politics.
too.
They don't
Yeah.
care.
And it's also like what the algorithm is going to show them. That's what they're going to like more follow, especially with teenagers, like maybe using TikToks and stuff like that. That is the time when you make a lot of impressions.
Mhm.
And at an impressionable age, if they see stuff that maybe does not align to what you think is right, that's what they're going to learn and that's what they're going to think is right, unless it's taught otherwise.
And social media plays a huge part in
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah.
How like certain creators
Exactly.
portray their thoughts, and it projects very well into their audience. Multiple millions of followers that they have,
Mhm.
it very much projects into them.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, like people, even in America, they're just not educated, because like in America right now, people read at a 6th grade level, right? So you have a majority of voters that have a 6th grade reading scale, right? And it doesn't matter if you have your master's or your bachelor's, they just don't do the research. So, for example, the tax policies that's going to get passed right now, right? It is increasing the taxes collected in the most for the lowest income. So you know the first like marginal taxes, the first 10,000 or 15,000 is taxed at like 10%, right? Let's just say that's the number. This bill that's getting passed is increasing their taxes by 70%, meaning that it from 10% is going to be 17%. So it's increasing the taxes, income tax paid by lower income people, but the people making $500,000 or more,
Billionaires.
right, are paying less taxes.
It's like rich keeps getting
It's-
richer and poor keeps
It's
getting
the
Exactly. So-
big beautiful bill.
It's
beautiful
and
bill, yeah.
people are like
It's
no
beautiful.
and
Is
you
that
know when you talk to
too
people who vote for them, they're like no that's not what's happening. You guys don't, and they're completely out of it, you know. And it's you can't really argue that point. And if that's happening with baby boomers, because you would give them an excuse like they're old, they don't know what's going on because they grew up in an age where there's no information, they don't know how to use the internet and stuff like that. Now it's kind of like the younger people can, but it's crazy how obviously propaganda and stuff like that matters. But you have the ability to have self accountability or hold the other person accountable for the information that's being passed. I have friends who they're lost causes, right, in certain
Okay.
topics, and the only thing I can do is call them out on that stuff. Doesn't it,
And they're stubborn enough to
Rebuttal
not
it.
listen to you.
No, of course. I mean, it
And
doesn't matter.
just-
I mean, at
yeah.
this point in time, I'm just like, making fun of them at this point in time. And they feel like, oh, you're just saying so much, blah, blah, blah. But whatever it is, But apart from that, we're getting into politics, so we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's the news part of it, so everybody got it, which is great.
Oh, by the way, from the last time you heard, we got rid of the news part.
Oh, sad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
the
is
news part
fine.
is out.
Yeah. We just
So
wanna
we
have
do
more
a
fun.
different section for
Yeah.
news.
That's amazing.
So you haven't been
That's
watching
amazing.
you haven't been watching our podcast.
I haven't watched all the episodes. No, I
Wow.
haven't.
We called her out on it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No, I let it play on the background. I'm not gonna lie, but I've not like.
She lets it play in the background.
explicit-
Let me give him a view. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. Okay, I have another one.
Okay.
Okay, and then you guys can come up with yours. This is for infidelity and trust. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do you guys think an emotional affair is just as bad as a physical one?
I saw this somewhere today.
Well,
I don't
said
know
it
where,
first.
but I saw this.
I said it first. So, what do you guys think? Emotional affairs are as bad as a physical one. This is going to be different for guys and girls, I believe. Like, if
Ladies
guys,
go
girls,
first.
like, think about it. Comment section.
When you say emotionally having an affair, they're just like saying they love each other, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I mean, emotional.
all
I
that
care
stuff.
about you.
Nah,
I
both
miss
of them
you.
equally bad, because what are you doing? Both of them, physical and emotional, both of them are equally bad. Because
think you're equally
honestly, what are you doing?
Mm.
If you are not feeling the person in any sense, what are you doing? Just let
You're
it go.
never home. I'm
You're
always all alone. You
You're
never give me
traumatizing the
attention.
person. You're traumatizing the person. If you know you cannot give what they want,
Mm,
just let it go. You're
Yeah.
traumatizing the person. That's it.
absolutely.
Like, rather, if like there's no excuse for emotional cheating or physical cheating. Cheating is cheating.
Mm.
The moment you cheat, you know. So
Yeah, I think like
I think people know instantly when they're cheating. They know they feel the guilt.
Mhm.
Obviously, you can understand where they're coming from, but if you feel like you need somebody else to fulfill any kind of need that you have, then unless you're in an open relationship, it does not make sense.
Mhm.
Leave immediately.
Yeah, like that,
I know
that's-
it's hard for people to do
Well,
at
I
the
think-
same
I
time,
think- I
like
think
they're
that's
stuck
something
in
that's-
different dynamics. But if you can, you should leave, or at least talk to somebody about
Mm.
it so they can help you, at least encourage you on.
Yeah,
you
I
can
mean,
leave.
like I
don't know.
see no point staying with someone if that's already there.
Yeah.
Like if if you're already emotionally out of it, not even like from the cheating aspect of it, right? Let's say you're just emotionally not in, like you don't care about that person anymore. Why stay?
Yeah, you
Yep.
can make them happy. Obviously, they're going to be sad about the fact that, oh, this didn't work out. But it's better to have like maybe a month or two of sadness that, oh, this didn't work out, rather than being unhappy for the rest of your life.
Exactly. It's as
simple as it can be.
I agree. Like emotionally, like once I'm out of something or someone emotionally, it doesn't matter how much they care about me, because like for me to not be emotionally connected to that person anymore, is also a situation where that person also created. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to be emotionally disconnected from someone that you're emotionally connected to at once upon a time, both parties are at fault for like
I mean,
having that.
you are at, if you end up cheating, then you are obviously like 80% more at fault already by taking an action.
I think like, don't you think a majority of it happens after you kind of have that, you don't have that emotional
I
connection
think
anymore?
people end up when they have disagreements. Sometimes they find like a shiny new toy. Like kids find, like, you know, when kids are playing with their same toys and then it's the same old toy, like they're done with it. Like say if they got a racing car and they find there's something else like the same racing car, but like it's different, it's a better model that they think, and
Younger.
you know,
Younger
yeah,
girls.
and then like it's a different model. It does not have to be younger, but like
Newer.
you probably want to get that, like play with that shiny toy too.
Yeah.
You want to probably like know, and then you know, you just like, it's what people do is they go for the shiny toy and then they are like, oh, like I played with the shiny toy, but I just like, yeah, that was my favorite toy, so let me go back and play with it again. Kind of is like how some people in cheating are, like where they don't think about the consequences, they're just thinking about themselves and they're just being selfish in
Yeah,
that
I guess
situation.
it's different from people to people.
Yeah,
What about
I
you?
think
So, like I said, I really look for something genuine. So if someone is not 100% committed, then they're not committed at all.
Yeah, but like, do you put them at the same level? Like emotionally,
I do put
is
them
it
at the same
and
level.
physical?
Yes, I do put them at the same level, because if you're not emotionally, in connection, like emotionally available for the person, and you're just like emotionally available for like other people rather than your partner, then I think that's cheating just as much as it is physical.
Okay,
What do you mean by physical? Like,
physical, like
Boom, boom.
yeah, okay. Boom, boom.
boom, boom. Another one. This is modern relationship and dynamics. So, do you guys feel love at first sight is a real phenomenon or just a romanticized idea?
I saw this too.
yeah, do you guys have been like doing the same
They
thing as, like,
went to the
topics
same
that's gonna
website.
come
No, I ain't
up,
gonna
like
website.
same website.
They
Yo,
went
man.
to the,
Yo,
I know
man.
they went to the same website.
Yeah,
I don't think like there's
Which
no,
website
I
is
don't
it?
think
no, it's not a website. I
like
actually
you don't
asked
fall
questions.
into love with people's looks. That means you're already like in a like you that speaks volumes about who you are. I think lust at first sight is something that happens a lot of time where you are just lustful for this other person, which can obviously be confused with
Lustful in a
love.
way like, oh man, I really want her, or I really
Yeah.
But like
want
I
him?
want to know, like any kind of like wanting to know this person in any level, emotional, physical, or whatever it is that you're looking for, you are like, you know, you're approaching. So in any kind of scenario, that's what I'm talking about. Like you will be lustful for them because you're just like being lustful to know who they are and what they are. But when you get to know the person and that's when you know the personality, I think that's when you fall in love. But I don't believe like love at
Love
first
at
sight
first-
happens,
Can
because
you-
at first
can you
sight
repeat the question again?
you can love somebody like, oh my god, you are such a beautiful person, like I would die for you kind of thing. But you talk to the person and they just are like the biggest dickhead.
I mean, it can
That's
happen.
just gonna go away immediately.
The question was, is love at first sight a real phenomenon or just a romanticized idea?
Mm. Okay. I think it's neither.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
A person can be pretty, but they're not beautiful. They can be beautiful. When you-
Okay, so what do you consider pretty?
Pretty as in looks.
Okay.
That's the first
So
thing
what-
that,
what's
that comes
beautiful then?
that comes into play. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
it's subjective for everybody.
Yeah. And what I would find attractive is humor, the energy that they bring to wherever we
So
are.
what do you find beautiful?
If that person, what do I find beautiful? That is also subjective,
Okay.
because that person can be pretty and not be beautiful, and vice versa too, and be beautiful and be not as pretty.
You never had like an actress where you were just like, oh my god, she's amazing. Like, you know,
No, that's
you
pretty.
fall in love with them.
That's pretty.
I think-
You're not
I
falling
think-
in love though. You
You can
just
fall
have
in
this-
love.
That's just like having this infatuation for
That-
them.
yeah,
No, but
that's your-
that is a form of love too. Like, you know, that's love at first sight. Okay, for example, for me, like out of all the actresses,
But that is a different kind of love.
but it's still like love, right?
It's not romantic love.
But if I had an opportunity, I would like definitely go for it. It's just a fact of the matter.
Yeah, it's not like. But then the way you ask this question sounds like a Hindi movie, like in Bollywood
No,
movies.
I'm okay.
They have like this like first sight, and then
Okay,
even
you
though
are
the
thinking
person
you're
is-
thinking like it's a Hindi movie. I never said Hindi
You make
movie.
it sound
Nepali
so
movie.
dramatic.
You know what? You're in Nepali. I saw one meme. This guy is like goes up to a girl, gives her a rose. Tja, तपाईँ जस्तो केटा पनि डेट गर्छु
Oh, yeah, this- oh, yeah,
I was like, God damn, that hurt so bad. A simple no would have sufficed. Like
the worst she can say is no.
like what the hell?
If that
who
guy
came
smells
up-
that bad, I think she should have.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like a
I think
simple
you probably deserved it, right?
Like,
No, but
deserved
come
it,
on, man. Come on, man. That's messed up too.
Who
like,
goes to propose like with dung dung ti?
Well, some people are not aware of what happened, but like to like really say that, like, but first
Take
of
a
all,
shower and go,
really
man.
mess up for a movie though. Really mess
Yeah,
up for a
man,
movie.
take a shower sometimes. God
for,
damn.
for me, love at first sight. Just to go back to that, like for example, for me, I think, and still to this point, for me, out of all the actresses back in the day, you can have Sushmita Sen, Aishwarya Rai. I felt like Sonali Bendre for me.
Oh yeah,
She
was so beautiful.
she
so pretty.
is she wasn't the top actress, right, at that time. But I feel like she was so,
so
beautiful. Like
beautiful.
if I had an opportunity to like go and like have an opportunity to talk to her and try to get to know her, I would definitely.
I had a cousin who actually like I used to call. She kind of looked very similar to how Sonali Bendre used to look.
Really?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
her name?
I need this for research purposes. I'm joking. You said Sonali Bendre?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's from
Okay.
That's what
Bollywood,
she
right?
was. Yeah, she's very beautiful. She used to be in this like dance show thing.
One of my
As a
friends
guy, I try
texted
to
me. What was
remember.
her name? It's okay.
How would I know your friend's
Ashutosh.
name?
What?
I'm just going. Okay, I'm trying to blame it on him, but I was like, damn it, his phone's right there. Mike.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, Sonali Bendre. I mean, that's an example of like I would say when you're young, because
Yeah.
I think it happens more when you're
I
younger.
heard you started stalking her.
Damn, bro.
but I
I
do keep
think-
up with her. She had cancer
Mm.
Oh,
and
okay.
she beat it.
Yeah,
So
I think to go back to what you said, right? When you are younger, because you honestly don't know what love is. You just know, like, oh, love. You see somebody and you're
Whatever
just
you
like,
see at first, that is love
that
for
is
you.
Yeah,
love
love
for you
for
when
sure.
you're
Yeah.
like,
And
when
that's
you're
what
a
you think
kid.
love actually
Yeah,
is.
but then that's not what love is. And you eventually find out that that's not
when
who
you
it
get
is.
older, obviously the definition of love changes, but that is still love at first sight.
It's also like different for different
No,
people.
that's not
Love
first
is-
sight.
First sight.
Well,
no,
I mean,
that's-
like,
Yeah.
what do you think? I had a conversation with Sonali Bendre, and then I had
No, you're
like more.
you're
coffee
saying
dates,
two
and then I
different
fell in
things.
love with her.
Yeah,
No. You're saying
exactly.
two different things. You're saying first love and love at first sight. Those are different things.
But that is love at first sight because I wouldn't have felt that way until like I saw her. Because it's not like I'm going out with Sonali Bendre and going on for coffee dates to generally build that love for her, right?
But then, like,
I saw her, I'm like,
let's
wow.
be
like,
realistic. Let's be realistic. Anybody, like, if she was just a normal human being, you would not see her on TV and you would not have, like, she
no,
has
I think I would
charisma. Like,
because then,
realistically, I think we all had those, like, celebrity crushes. But I wouldn't say that's love at first sight. That's just a celebrity crush.
Okay, who's your celebrity crush?
I had so many growing up. Oh my god.
See,
Yeah, but for some people,
girls they always
Yeah.
have more than one.
mine currently is Parveen Kaur.
What?
Praveen Kaur. I have no idea who that is.
I've never heard of her.
You can look it up.
You know what? You know what?
She's in.
Can you
look it
Google
up.
that real quick so we can all see it?
He's
right
so
over there?
fast
I'm not
with
gonna
it. It's
Google.
like you can
No,
look it up.
I don't want to look at it. Can you look it up? Put it up over there. Praveen Kaur.
I mean, I find her really, really pretty.
Watch her be
Look
like.
it up.
Well,
What's her name?
Praveen? P-R-A.
No,
it sounds-
Parveen. Parveen.
Yeah, it's Praveen.
Parveen.
He's trying to make it
She's-
sound like girly. It's like a dude's
she's-
name.
I don't know what kind of
Canadian
name that-
actress.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, put it up there, dude. See your taste over here. Let's see.
I feel like.
Dude.
Oh, she's pretty.
She's in
Okay.
Manifest, the Netflix show.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's why she
okay.
looks familiar. Okay, 36 years old. You like them old, huh?
Age is
just a number. That's why he's saying age is just a number.
Yeah, the thing about love is like for every person it's different. You
Mhm.
agree, right?
Yeah,
For every
agree.
person.
Yeah, she's 36.
So,
yeah, but
just
she's
like-
not single though.
For celebrities, there are
If, only if
stalkers,
she
right?
was right.
Yeah.
There are stalkers.
Yeah.
For them, it's love at first sight, and they fall in love, and it's a different perspective for them.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Love is a different perspective for them.
So
That's
I did go on a subreddit as well, which is pretty funny. So this guy writes his hot takes from using Hinge and Bumble for 2 years. So this guy did like a 2-year study.
Oh my god.
So these guys, he says, these are my hot takes from using Hinge and Bumble for 2 years. I've also have both male and female friends who also date using the app, right? He says his first hot take is, God, this is not me, okay, guys? This is the subreddit. Overweight women have an easy time getting uncommitted casual sex from dating apps, but struggle greatly finding a relationship. In other words, a lot of guys are okay with having sex with an overweight woman. They just don't want their friends and family to know about it.
I think the way that's phrased is very, very terribly done.
I'm just reading what it says.
Yeah, I know. But
But do you think that's
I
true?
think it is true for like women. Like I can't say for everybody because like again, have not been in dating apps to actually know if this is 100% true or not, to the point where, I can survey it and he did a 2-year study, so he probably knows something that he's talking about. But I think that's kind of true because I think for men, the ego and the power struggle that they have with other men based on who their partner is and who they think is acceptable as their partner and being looked a certain kind of way, like I think that happens a lot with men than women. I'm not discounting women from it, but at the same time, like, they have this mindset of like, who would be okay if I bring it to my friends and family, if they're not going to talk, shit behind my back and stuff like that with like, I think it has more to do with how they're going to be perceived in as a whole society as a whole, rather than like, them liking the person.
But some guys, it's
And-
like, some guys like,
And some guys like that, and that's good on them. But like a lot of men don't feel that way. Everybody wants a supermodel for like
no,
the
I
girl,
think for
and
me,
that's what I'm.
for me, genuinely, I just want someone who is healthy. And so if you're healthy, like looking fit is just it's just a result of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
But-
for me also, I would like someone athletic because I am quite athletic. I mean, I like sports. I like to dibble dabble here and there everywhere.
Would you
Quite athletic.
would you tell your friends if you got with an overweight woman?
One of my girlfriends was overweight, like back in the day,
Okay,
and I actually don't mind.
okay.
But like I would
Gentlemen.
like it
Gentlemen.
more if the person was athletic and was into sports and stuff.
I used to be overweight too, like, so I think it depends on who the person is and their mindset. But for most people, though, like, I wouldn't say most people, that would be wrong. I think a lot of like people, though, at the same time want to look a certain way. And if they are, then like, that's the age group, certain age group and certain kind of mentality that they have within themselves. A slight hint of narcissism maybe for you to think that, you deserve to be with somebody who looks a certain type
Yeah,
of
a
way.
little bit of everything is good.
Yeah.
A little bit of toxicity is good too.
He also asks, "Is it moral?"
He just said something
I
that
know toxicity. I just want to go there.
that left me.
Don't be toxic, people. Don't be toxic to each other.
Hey, little bit, little. I said little bit.
What is little bit?
You know what? Because he said that now I want to know about your date. The one that went horribly bad.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't
Why
remember.
was it bad?
Okay, so
You don't remember?
Toxic girls.
huh?
He just looks like he would enjoy that
Yeah.
toxic
No.
environment.
I feel like he
likes the
toxicity.
drama, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
likes the
I mean, I
drama.
do love drama, but not be a part of the drama.
Oh no, you guys
No,
you
the
kind of like.
I love
fact that
listening
you
to drama
said
and
you
stuff.
like a little bit of toxic, like
No, little
Yo,
bit is
yo.
good.
This guy's probably watching Love Island.
No, I'm not.
I am.
I
I watch.
swear.
I watch
think-
reality
I'm-
TV.
Stupid show. Stupid. You know what? I'd rather watch Jersey Shore again. I've never watched Jersey Shore, but I'd probably
He was
watch Jersey
ready
Shore.
to say again,
Oh,
even
he's
though
gonna
he
say
hadn't.
again.
Yeah.
Because he
Well, he
has
watched
seen
it.
it again.
That's because I've watched 2 or
He's
3
been on a
episodes.
rerun of Jersey
Do you-
Shore
No, no,
for the
no,
past
like-
Do
2
you
3
know how
years
many
already.
seasons Jersey Shore
think
has
there's
that
like
you
2 or
watch
3.
like two? They have so many seasons.
Wait, Susan, I think
I don't watch it.
Susan,
But I watched-
who's your favorite character? Snooki?
I liked
That's
when
the one.
Snooki got punched.
Oh, okay.
That episode where she got punched in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Nah,
pretty
I feel
funny.
like he's gonna like Mike the Situation from
no,
Jersey
like
Shore.
situation. I like the DJ guy.
Mike the Situation. I think you like Mike the Situation.
Not the Max situation. I like the DJ guy. the DJ, the one who has like really spiked hair. Who's
I
Oh,
haven't-
that dude. I forgot his name.
Honestly, I haven't watched that much of Jersey Shore, like
I feel
for
like
me
it
to
was
know.
funny.
But I just know Snooki and like the situation.
I
because
think
of
she's the most
memes.
famous
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, Snooki is.
Snooki. I loved when.
But we gotta do a hot take on Love Island USA, but not today.
Okay.
No, that's gonna take a
Okay,
lot of
That's
time.
it. That was
So,
actually one of my topics too.
I have one other thing. This is an opinion. Okay, so you know how back in the day when in high school,
Back in the day, I don't think we have the same back
no,
in
in
the
high
days, but
school,
okay.
in high school, this is before everything, right? Where like
we were probably in
This is
grade
before
one,
us.
elementary.
This is
elementary.
before us,
Yeah, we're probably
basically.
in PK or something.
all right, you know what smartass is? It's not like you guys are like 15 or 16 years old anymore. Okay,
Well,
you guys,
I am.
No, you are 32.
I am.
You're 32.
No one's gonna believe the lie.
Okay, yeah.
No one's gonna believe the lie.
Just because you're short, it just like gets away. Just like how I'm 40, but I look like I'm 28.
You guys can
okay.
take a guess on the age, and I assure you,
32.
I'm not 32.
32.
Okay, 31 and a half then.
See?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We'll never find
I've
out.
already planted the seed.
We'll never find out.
Yeah, I mean, comment section can guess each is like our age.
Am I
too.
really 40 though? Just kidding. Anyways, but okay,
I was enough.
you know how back in the day, when male teachers had situations with like students,
Yep.
right? And they would
I remember.
Yeah, it was really, really bad, right?
Yeah.
And it should never happen, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
But recently, there has been an increase of female teachers from the ages of 20 to like 40.
I saw these news today.
Yeah, and Daily Mail apparently.
Same
you guys,
website.
are you guys like, what website are you guys going to?
I think it was CNBC.
Wait, have you hacked into my like browser settings? or something?
He's like, I know about this.
These are all the research I'm doing. I don't actually watch this stuff, but apparently there's been a lot of 20-year-old or to 40-year-old female teachers that have been having fun.
I
with-
think it's about who speaks out, right? For a lot of like, I think, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a guy, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, man,
But
I don't know.
when like a teacher who everybody thinks is probably a certain kind of way, they kind of objectify that and they kind of go along with it. Meanwhile, with when it comes to girls, I think they're in a much lighter, like awkward situation where they don't want to be in that position.
Yeah.
And they don't know if if they're going to speak out, if that's something
Yeah,
that has
absolutely.
happened, or if it's just something that's like, you have a lot of confusion
I
regarding
think
those
for
stuff.
girls, like in general, like any man would just want to be that protective nature, and that's why you feel like you would want to like punish the guy a little bit more, right? But from a guy perspective, right? I remember like when we were younger, like 21, 22 with my friends, and the stories just recently started coming out.
Mhm.
Like this is happening. Like this 24-year-old teacher was caught having sex with a 17-year-old or 16-year-old from high school, right? And then they would post a picture of her, and she would be really good looking,
Yeah.
right?
I
And
actually
then-
saw this today too.
yeah, but like the guy perspective at that time, before like when you were in our 20s, you'd be like, where the hell were these teachers when I was a student?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like, that's the first thing that comes up as a guy, right? And then we're like, what's wrong with that kid? Like, it's a good time. I don't understand. Like, it's provocative. I know it's not a right thing to say, but a
It's
guy,
porn.
yeah.
Porn has made guys
no.
feel that way, where it's like sexy, hot teacher.
No, but you're 16, 17
Porno.
years old. Like,
But
guys,
where were these
And
teachers
you don't know
then,
because like 16,
when we were at the
17-year-olds
school?
are like super
Yeah.
horny.
I mean, no, like when I was in like high school, one of our teachers, she was, I'm not gonna take the name, but she was not so good looking.
Find out
And
where he
anyways,
went to
she
People
actually
comment where he went to school. If your friends comment where he went to school, they're going to do something.
Name the
guys-
teacher.
No,
Name
no.
the teacher.
no. Only my close
This
friends
is-
know about it
this
because
is-
only my close friends know about it because we saw this happen, this situation. So the situation was, the teacher was teaching, and then the coordinator, no, not the coordinator, someone else used to come and pick up the registers for the attendance, right? And then she opened the door and then smiled, and then that guy genuinely was like, he got scared by
Why?
looking at her
Why?
because she was not
Really?
that good looking.
That is so bad. That is
Yeah, we saw
so-
that happen. We saw that happen,
That
and
is
we were
just
like,
so
"Oh my god!"
disrespectful and like so objectifying. So many things and so many wrongs in like just one thing. The fact that you guys are out here discussing like when we were 16, 17, where are these hot teachers?
But-
you are already
But that's how guys.
since you were kids, you have always like wired.
now
Your
it's
brains
wrong.
are
No,
wired.
It is.
to,
It is wrong.
It's
Yeah.
wrong.
It is
It's
wrong.
Your
definitely
brains
wrong.
have been wired to like think of women in an
It's
objectifying
not
way.
okay. No. Hold on a second. We're not.
If I
hold on a
would
second.
never ever
Hold on a
ever
second,
go
hold on a
out
second,
and
hold on a
say
second.
like,
Hold on a second.
where are these like hot
hear me out,
teachers
hear
that
me
kind
out,
of
hear me
you
out.
would never hear a girl say that.
Okay, exactly,
would, but
because
okay.
we were.
I have something
that.
for that statement of her. So we had a lot of hot teachers because they were young.
Wait,
in my
all
school,
the
in my
teachers
school.
were all there.
Which
apparently.
Like 4 or
Oh my
5 because
God.
they just graduated like from bachelors, right? So
Uh-huh.
they came and teach us.
Yeah.
And most of the girls, and there were also like guys who came. So she said girls don't think, but the girls said that, oh, he's so cute, I'm in love with him, like those kind of things.
Yeah,
girls
yeah.
do say those kind
Yeah,
of things.
girls
for
say
the
that. They
teachers.
get away with that stuff. Oh yeah,
No,
exactly.
no, and
exactly.
Wait.
exactly.
I was actually talking to this girl, and then
Instead
and then,
of getting interrupted, if I could have completed my statement,
Okay,
that would be
okay.
nice. But it's not like girls don't say like, "Oh, this person is so good looking." It's about like how it's moved forward after that, and a lot of them don't. I'm not gonna like say because there will be 1% who probably like will do the sexual
yeah.
advances, but like a lot of them
been a lot
want,
lately.
and it's gonna be like the male teachers who might make those advances, and that's going to make the female very very uncomfortable, and they're not going to talk about it in a way where it's like, oh, and after that you would, if the person who they think is hot makes those advances, then you're never going to hear from the girl. Like, again, 1%, there's always that
Yeah,
like
there is.
person
There
of margin,
Yeah.
but they're going to stop saying this person is hot, or because they already feel uncomfortableness with that
See, that's
statement. Looking at somebody who is, especially when you're young, looking at somebody who probably you feel like they have their life together, because that's what we see with them. Like these teachers, we think they have their life together. We are at that age right now, and we know that's not the
That's
thing.
not the case,
But
no.
like when we are that age, we think these people have it all. And these people, like, you look at it from an objective eye of like, I guess subjective and objective eye of like, more like they're successful and they have things together, and that's attractive, rather than them being like, whoever they are.
I don't
It's
think-
the
I
attractiveness
don't-
part of it, which
I don't think a
like
16-year-old or
it's figured out.
17-year-old like really cares about that.
They're just
no,
doing
it's,
it.
Yeah.
it's just the feeling that they get. Okay, this man is put together. This
Yeah.
woman is put together. So that's what attracts
I
them.
think
Probably.
I think when you're 16, 17, 18, your hormone levels are so damn high, right? You don't even understand that stuff. And
Looks like he has experience with it.
no, it's not experience. It's not experience with it. I'm just saying because it is high, right? Let's just be real. When you're 16,
How many
17, 18,
teachers were being wary when he was
my
in school?
teachers were not hot at all. They were all old. Like American Pie was what like kind of helped us get through
Yeah.
our like high school years.
Hot teacher epidemic.
Yeah, pretty much. But like what I'm trying to say is like 16, 17, 18-year-old guy. Oh, 18-year-old, fine. 17-year-old guys who are in that situation, right? Obviously, it's like a dream come true for them, right? They're thinking from that perspective. They're thinking with their other head, right? And these teachers, like, who have been caught and who have gone to jail, who some of them are married as well. Obviously, it's not like they were like patowed into it, right? Or they like were tricked into it. Because they're the adults.
100% teachers are wrong
Yeah.
in that. Whoever, like, no matter who initiates it, the fact that they
Well, we know
go
that.
along with it.
yeah, just
That's
like
already wrong.
acting on it is wrong.
Yeah, acting on is wrong, right?
Yeah,
I think
acting on it
everybody
is
talks about
completely
their
wrong.
hot teacher.
But even when
then-
it does happen though, right? When it happens, for me, like I remember like again in my early 20s when these things were coming out, me and my friends would be like, damn, we'd be like, how come those teachers weren't around? Because like we automatically thought that we would keep quiet. We wouldn't like get her in trouble or something like that. You know what I mean? But now so many of them are getting in trouble that, the shift of the conversation has kind of changed. Like I think it's leveled the playing
I
field for
think
both boys
it's-
and girls.
Yeah, it's about like, media again plays a big role in this. And in media, you're not like, for a lot of times, like they show these uncomfortable instances for a girl who's going to school with their teacher. It shows like, you already know that's wrong because that's how media portrays it. But a lot of time media has also portrayed like female teachers to be objectified by all these teenagers who are just like very hormonal in their space. And which is why they think it's okay.
Yeah.
But even for these teenage boys, they're being sexualized in that particular moment. It may feel like, oh, I won the lottery, like blah, blah, blah. She's hot. I got this, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that with moving years, it's going to traumatize you because that's not,
I don't think I would be traumatized if that happened to me.
I don't know.
From a guy's perspective.
From a guy's perspective, dude, I wouldn't be traumatized.
No guys are traumatized.
I mean,
by
it's
that.
not going to be something that, like, I think would traumatize you in a way where you're going to be like, oh, I'm traumatized by this. But it's something that's going to stick to you
I've heard no guy
You know, it was
throughout
like,
your life.
you know what's really
traumatized by
funny?
that.
I asked the same question because the news came out. I asked my guy friends because they have sons now and stuff. And you know, when we were a lot younger, we were kind of like, kind of like bad boys back in the day. So I asked one of them, right? He's like, hey man, what if you found out your son had a sexual relationship with a teacher? And he's like, my son is going to stay a virgin until he's married. And I was like, oh my God.
Damn.
The way he changed his perspective of life about his kids to who he was completely different. I was like, yeah, right, And then he was obviously being funny. He's like, the haramda genes always passes a generation. So he goes like, my kids, I was it, but now my kids are not, so they're going to be good. I was like, okay, there, buddy. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you feel traumatized if that happened to you at 16, 17? A hot teacher?
I don't know. It would probably be an achievement.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. For guys,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's only
that's
different
how-
guys.
that's how-
if
they
it's your
think.
kid, are
Yeah,
you
see,
going to feel like...
that's where it is.
Yeah.
But then again,
Because you know how wrong it is and you know how it's going to affect the
now
kid.
I know how
like
wrong
that.
it is, but as
Yeah.
a kid, that would be an achievement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but as a
because
kid-
like that's how it's shown in the media.
I would,
Exactly, yeah.
I would
As an
be
achievement.
pissed off as a parent.
But
Like,
the
I would
boy
be- I would-
inside you would be high-fiving. Are you kidding?
No. As a parent, we would be pissed
I
off.
didn't
but
say it.
As a
She
kid,
said it.
No, I could just like, read it through like him just trying to say it, but he's like, I don't know if I should be saying it. I just could read it off your face. Guys, this is what I'm at.
What about you?
I don't know. I mean, it is wrong. I'm gonna say that off the bat. It is wrong. But like I said, as
High
a kid,
five?
it's a high five.
It's a high five.
It's something that kids would probably like 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. They would probably brag about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how they probably get caught. Because
Yeah,
they brag about
that's probably how they get
And
caught
the one-
too. Because the
Usually how
teacher's
they
not
get
gonna
caught.
go around and say it, right?
it. Exactly.
It's the teacher's fault, a girl or
Oh, yeah.
guy.
No,
it's
it
the
is
teacher's
definitely,
fault
yeah.
because
Okay,
they are not mature, right?
Jokes aside, wrong. Don't do that stuff, okay? We
Yeah.
can just have...
It's literally grooming. An older person going to a younger person, regardless
Yeah, it is.
the
Yeah, we're saying it's
age
wrong.
of consent, even if they're after 18 and the guy is 30, you're grooming the girl.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you're grooming you're 30 and you have no business dating an 18-year-old.
What about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Nah,
Dating
nah,
Yeah,
Leo
yeah,
is
anything
a
that's-
big
that gets over
ass
25 for
red
him?
Like
flag.
18,
Yeah.
technically by law,
That's-
you can...
Yeah.
Yeah,
leave the
by
house.
law, everything is okay. But like, that's how you know if you're
Legally,
waiting
you're
for somebody
okay,
to
but
be
You know,
yeah.
18.
you know one thing? I have a rebuttal to you. I think everything about age is relativity. You know why?
Yeah, it is
Because-
relativity, but also scientifically, your frontal lobe is not developed until you're 25, so you don't even know what you're doing
listen, I didn't
properly
make
and
the
how
rule,
it's gonna
okay?
affect you. You only figure that out after you turn 25.
What about that
It's
50-year-old
scientific.
guy that married an 18-year-old girl?
That's fucked up.
But they're married though.
That's
and
fucked
she's
up.
happy.
Yeah, and like because she thinks that's how like she.
But you're
that's
not
why
her, though.
grooming is.
I mean,
that's how
that's
grooming
how everybody
works.
else.
Yeah, but you're not
sees
her.
It too,
Maybe that's what she
though.
wants. There's some young girls that just
Because
want like
they're
older
like,
guys.
why would a 18-year? Give me a second, sir. Why would a 17-year-old want a 50-year-old person?
Not 17, 18.
If you're
17 would be
married
illegal.
like right on 18, don't tell me you meet 2 weeks go to a 50-year-old and then you're like, okay,
Okay,
let me
maybe
marry
she was
you.
18 when they started dating, then they got married when they're 19 or 20.
Still fucked up. It's no.
But you're not
Why
that girl,
are you
though.
dating an 18-year-old?
First of all,
as a
I'm not the one
50?
dating. I wouldn't do it.
The
like,
answer is
okay,
not with
happy.
us. The answer is with the girl. You should
Yeah,
ask
it's
the girl.
I think we should.
It's not
we
with
should
us.
But
find
you
a girl
can't
who's
say that.
18
If
to
you're like
50.
grooming somebody, if you're 50, you know better. And if whatever you tell this young girl, young woman, she's just like, fresh.
But I think that's your perspective,
She's-
though.
But
you know?
I think that's a lesson that would be learned by herself.
I'm not saying that it should happen normally because that's kind of
But
weird
how
for me too.
would they know if they don't even know their
Exactly.
groom? Like, it's so easy to manipulate somebody who is at that age.
I don't know.
That's how people get manipulated.
Let me give you a rebuttal. If a girl who's 18 years old makes a decision to open up an OnlyFans and sexualize herself and then make money, I think she is old enough to also make a decision when it comes to dating a 50-year-old because I think that's where That's where my rebuttal or my problem is, right? So like if a 50-year-old, 15 or
Why?
18
But like you also have to think, why was she okay to do that at the age of 18?
Yeah,
Like,
but
what
Both of
that
those
pushed
answers
you?
are money.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then,
I mean,
but
it
then,
depends.
like,
on
what
it
I'm
is.
talking about is what you specifically said in this scenario. It was not the girl going. You said a 50-year-old old man marries an 18, 19-year-old, and I said, okay, even for that, the 50-year-old needs to approach the 18-year-old or 19-year-old. As a 50-year-old, what's your business to approach this 18,
Maybe he
19-year-old?
just maybe he's just
That's
like,
my thing.
He's
That's
just
my
looking for
question.
younger
maybe he's
girls,
just young girls,
younger
like
wives.
18,
And that's
he's following the ball.
Because
and you guys
obviously
don't think that's
he
fucked up.
I mean,
that
I-
is
hold
that
on.
is.
She can't
Listen.
even fucking get to the clubs.
Okay,
like
hold on a
she's
second.
not even 21.
Hold on a
Like
second.
she can't even drink
I'm not-
alcohol.
I'm not advocating for that. I'm not saying that would I personally go and do that. I wouldn't do that. But
But you're kind of defending the whole
Because it's- okay,
mechanism of it. I
I'm-
mean, guys also get groomed. Like, don't get me wrong. There are a
That's-
lot of
yeah, exactly.
dudes who have also been groomed,
Exactly.
and I would say like
but you
they have been groomed
listen
immediately.
to me here. I'm just saying it from the perspective that it is not unlawful. You're trying to make it sound unlawful, but it is not unlawful.
I'm not. I never said it's unlawful. First of all,
because
all I said is it's
grooming is
morally
a pretty,
wrong.
Grooming is a pretty big claim.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
grooming is a big
Grooming, yeah, people groom all the
But
time.
Grooming would be from like
But
the
like-
age of
But then
10 to
again,
like 18. you know what I mean?
manipulation is in
No.
every relationship.
Yeah.
If you see,
Grooming
if
comes
even if
when
it's
there
the
is
same.
a certain age gap, and the person, if they are under 20, especially 20 or 21, 25 frontal
Like I said.
develops. After that, like it makes sense. When
Okay.
people start getting on their mid 20s and date somebody who's
But
older,
that's like saying a girl. Then that's like saying a girl shouldn't do porn until like she's 21.
I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I've never said they shouldn't.
But you can't have it
They're-
both ways
to
because
each their own. But at the
Exactly,
same
right?
time, you're kind of denying that there are not people out there who groom younger people.
okay. So do you
Like-
not think in porn? Do you not think in porn there's like a 50-year-old dude that's having sex with an 18-year-old girl for that scene?
Again, why is that
It happens.
happening? The thing is, you guys see that on
See,
media.
both of the
and
things
you
are not
think-
good, but
The
can't
thing
do
is,
anything about
when
it.
Yeah.
you
exactly.
It's not that
18,
you
18
can't do anything
see,
about
no,
it.
No. So like 18 is like I said, 18 is old enough to do many things. That's why they call it, okay, after being 18 you're legal,
Yeah,
right?
you're an adult.
Because you can vote and do it, and like you can do like you're an
Exactly.
adult basically.
And I agree. You can
And
choose
like-
your partner too.
Huh?
You can choose your partner.
Exa-
too.
exactly.
I agree with that.
And then
But what
they're,
I'm
they're
not-
making the conscious decision of choosing their partner at like 18, as a like they're choosing a 50-year-old partner. And what I'm saying is that's their problem. That's the mistake that they're gonna make.
Mhm. Or maybe she just doesn't want to work hard. Some girls are
I
like,
think
I'm turning
what-
18. I want to get married. I want to marry
Yeah,
someone who's already rich.
it's ultimately it's
Again.
basically like voting. It's like, why are you
Again.
voting this guy
Again.
instead of this guy?
Let me clarify this. People can choose their partners.
Mm.
What I'm not okay with this conversation is you guys
oh no, wait.
kind of
Hold on.
kind
a
of
second. No, we're not saying that.
wait. My centralization of this is grooming. People, older people end up grooming younger people and how they should think, because that's something your partner is going to reflect on you. Like their thoughts, their processes is going to reflect on you. Do you guys agree?
Okay. Oh, okay. I
And
do.
you cannot say grooming is something that just happens between certain age, because you can groom anybody at
Alright.
any age.
Let me
Yeah,
give you
that's
the-
that's
People-
what I was gonna say. You can
No,
groom
no. Okay.
anyone at any time.
So let me ask you a
And
question.
hers-
Anna Nicole Smith. You know she passed away. Anna Nicole Smith married
Just,
like
just one thing.
Okay.
So she said the age of 25. Actually, that's just according to your research. Like the average is 25. Some is not even
Averages, yeah.
mature till 35. So if a 50 or 40-year-old
Thank you.
attacks that person, 35, she's not like mature at all. So
Thank
I know-
you.
I know that.
That's
Listen,
what I'm trying to
I'm
say.
not saying that
But
it's a right
you-
thing. I'm
but
just saying it's
society
not
doesn't know
unlawful.
that, right?
The
I'm
thing
not saying
is,
it's not
the
unlawful.
thing is, you are so adamant on being right now about being unlawful or lawful. You are completely ignoring what I am saying in the sentence, which is grooming in itself, regardless of what age it is, teenagers or
It is
like
wrong.
whatever it is wrong. And that's something I want you to say is valid. I'm not
Yeah, no, I
arguing
know-
with you
I
for
know, no,
lawful,
listen.
unlawful thing. And that's what you have to
looking
know.
At, let's see the way I'm looking at this particular thing or this argument or this debate is the fact that it's black and white, right? People are going to do what they want to do, right? If I just don't feel like, let's say for example, if an 18-year-old wants to go and do porn, right? Let's just say hypothetically, let's look at it from that perspective. Am I going to be like, you shouldn't do that? I should, like, tell her I don't think it's right. But if you're a feminist at that point in time and you believe like a woman has the right to choose whatever she wants, then she can go and do whatever she wants. Will she get the respect or the acknowledgement from people? No, but she is exercising her right to do whatever she wants. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, if a 50-year-old guy does that with an 18-year-old girl, or the 18-year-old girl decides to date a 50-year-old guy, because it's still ultimately a choice. It's not like he was okay. Grooming would be in your sense, right? Let's say hypothetically speaking, he knew that girl when she was 12, right? And until she turned 18, then he made the move. Yes, that is grooming. That is absolutely wrong. What I'm saying is that if you have an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old,
So you turn 18 today and suddenly you're mature? Like you
I'm
just
not
know
saying
the
I'm not saying
entire
you're
knowledge
mature.
of how the world
Obviously
works?
not. That's not the point of the argument. My thing is,
But you're changing the point of the argument though.
but obviously anybody who's not okay. First of all, I don't think there's many 50-year-olds that date an 18-year-old.
Too much deep into this.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is there's not that many 50-year-olds that date 18-year-olds. But the ones that they do, I don't think like it is. I think like if they didn't know each other before and they started dating, I don't think it's also right to ostracize them, or say
I mean,
like, oh, you're
at the
messed
end of
up.
the day, whatever the girl chooses, that's her like
Exactly.
choice. But at the same time, you cannot. The thing is, you are disregarding the grooming aspect in all of this, and that's where the issue
Listen,
is.
I think that's between the both of
That's
them.
no. You are looking at it from a male-centric point of view, and
I'm
not.
just trying to be neutral as possible.
That's not neutral. Come
That
on,
is absolutely neutral because
that's not. You're being biased.
I am saying it is weird. I wouldn't want my daughter to date someone who's 50 years old. That's just me. But me
Why
not
though?
being a-
If you are okay with the, you just said it. You're
I'm not- I'm
like
not- I'm
okay.
not saying
Let
it's
me let
okay.
me
I'm-
let me
I'm
let me let
actually
me
taking the girl's
clarify.
point of view,
Let
right?
me clarify. Let me clarify. You said 18-year-old. You're legal. You can do whatever you want. You can even open OnlyFans and all that. We
Go
just
to
had that
porn, whatever
conversation,
it is,
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So following up with that, you said then the girl, if she dates a 50-year-old, then she probably knows what she's doing. So let's say, be clear. If you have a daughter, she turns 18, she's dating a 50-year-old, that would mean that your daughter already knows what's up, regardless of what it is. If she's groomed or not, the way you said it, it just sounds like you're gonna disregard the aspect of it.
The
where
thing is-
you would have a certain feeling of like, why did this 50-year-old come to an 18-year-old and why is she in love with him? It's a question you're gonna have.
Obviously.
100%. And that's grooming. And
No,
that's where the grooming conversation comes in.
I
And that's
know-
what
I
you're
know-
disregarding is
I know
all I'm
what you're
saying.
I know what you're saying, but that's also the parents' job, and there's so many different things, right? But
yeah, cultural aspects.
cultural aspects of
how
it.
you
There's
grow up,
yeah,
what environment
see,
you grew up in.
you have to. You are just looking at it from that relationship perspective. You also have to look at how the girl grew up, who the family was,
And that's
what's around
and
them.
that's
You know
fine.
what I mean?
That's fine too. Like if a girl is, again, I never said it's wrong. If a girl is going and talking to older men because that's her type, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. What I'm saying is, for especially young girls, I think it's very important that you put me in a situation where you gave me teenagers as an example and not people in their 20s. And I've like clarified this again. If people are already in their 20s, they have already like, went through like first 3-4 years of like at least 2 years of college. They are already starting to figure out their likes and dislikes. But if you're just fresh out of high school and in your freshman year and you're out here dating somebody who's 50, now that's where I'm saying, like, what is their business dating somebody who's
But
just fresh out of
You
it?
know what the crazy thing is? In our culture, like in India and Nepal, it happens more often than it happens in the Western society.
Yeah, that is
But
true.
not at
Not only
that
India and
age
all
gap.
the Asian
All the
coun-
mostly Asian countries.
Muslim and
So, like,
all.
what are like? Is our culture like a grooming culture?
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm just putting
Yeah.
a rebuttal. I'm
Yeah.
just putting a
Yeah, I
rebuttal.
mean,
I wouldn't
kind of
use-
are,
most of our
like,
parents did
yeah,
get married at
yeah.
that age.
Yeah, they were
right?
groomed to like do certain things. Like their
Yeah.
Yeah.
mentality was groomed that like, okay, you turn this, you would have this, you would. That's also grooming in a way where even if you're having like marriages, like for example, like let's say our mom's like married at certain age, right?
Yeah,
With our dads.
the age
If
differences
they have
are crazy.
arranged marriage, they're groomed into thinking that they would have to do that. So when that happens, they're okay with it.
So,
you know?
so
We have
my
to do
point
the-
of
we have
view
to do
is
the IQ game. We haven't even done that yet.
no. I don't think we can play this game because we only have 10 minutes left. Okay, this happened with the
We have
debate.
10
So,
minutes left then.
is there a solution to this problem? I don't think so because not letting people until 25 date because like
No, that's not the
emotionally, yeah,
solution.
that's not the solution, right? So people are just taking advantage of what law is.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
are just gonna date whoever
Yeah,
they
yeah.
want, and that's
Initial
fine.
20s,
People
you're
will
just
just take
figuring out
advantage
who
of the
you
law
are.
and loopholes.
I think it's like, and they
We cannot
can
do- we cannot
can
do
date
anything
whoever they
about it.
want, but it's about like, at least getting yourself or like whoever's around you who's young, impressionable person. They need to know the difference because they are not gonna know the difference
But you
between
know
right
what?
and wrong.
To be very honest, even
Quite
now-
honestly.
Yeah.
even honest,
At the end of the day, it comes down to knowing what's right and what's
Exactly.
wrong. And,
Exactly.
And 18 is the age that everybody has,
desire.
set the limit at, okay, this person
Yeah.
after the age of 18, they
Yeah.
can decide this is right or wrong.
Yeah.
That's what they have set out. So that's why 18 is
Which
like,
is-
I'm
so
telling you, that, man.
popular
Some young
around the
girls
world,
nowadays
voting
are
and
crazy,
everything.
dude. In this generation, some young girls are crazy. Like,
Actually,
they're just very
18 is not the
straightforward.
maturity age. Like 25, 30 is the maturity.
Yeah.
But they cannot extend till that long.
Exactly,
You know?
yeah.
If they extend the law till
Yeah,
that long,
until you're
it
tw-
spoils
22,
the
23, you're
relationship
just
age.
figuring out who you
Exactly.
are.
So that's
yeah.
how the law is built, and that's how
And
the
that's where I was
society is
coming.
taking advantage
Maturity
of it.
part of it.
Yeah.
You need to be mature in order to know what you're
But
getting
that's
into.
that's very like some kids mature a lot faster because they go through more hardship. a
Yeah,
lot
some
earlier.
even mature at the age of 18, actually.
Yeah, or even 15, 16. Imagine like a single
Yeah.
mom parent, like the kid has to like start working when they're 12, 13 years old. They've seen life.
In Nepal, that's a really like
And don't you
Life comes
think
as you pass
that
it
kid
in
has
those
gone
situations,
through?
yeah.
Don't you think that when they have to go through all those different life experiences, good or bad, they like especially with the bad part of it, they receive some kind of trauma because of it,
Oh, they
and
do, yeah.
course.
Definitely.
anything that they do is going to be a projection of their trauma. So like they need therapy rather than
Every
50-year-olds.
Asian kid has has trauma.
some kind of
Every
trauma.
Asian, there's always some kind of trauma.
Yeah, and that's going to
Trust me,
He got
reflect.
trauma
and-
of getting
You have
beaten up by
trauma, I
teachers.
and
have
that's what I'm saying.
trauma.
It's
This dude definitely has trauma.
I have trauma of
He is
getting
trauma.
beaten
he just
by
like
teachers.
put you down like this dude definitely has trauma.
You know what?
Throw me under
I've
the
given
trauma
some
bus.
trauma myself to him.
Yeah.
The amount of power bombs and choke slams I've done
But
on
that,
him.
that's not a trauma.
Okay.
All right.
You win the trauma,
We have
don't
some
worry.
other takes too, right?
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
I mean, I got plenty of takes over here.
Oh my god. You
So
guys did
speed
your
it up.
homework.
We only have like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Come on, speed it up. Fast,
Okay,
fast.
okay,
Speak faster.
okay.
Speak fast. Speak fast. Speak fast.
Okay. If someone takes way too long to text back, they don't want to text back. We know everyone is
Like
checking
quick
their
question
phone
and
every
fire.
3 minutes.
Quick
Yeah,
question
quick
and
que-
question
Yeah,
and answer.
yeah,
Question
let's-
and
let's
answer.
do- go at him and we'll answer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay. What was it?
All right, let me repeat. If someone takes way too long to text back, they don't want to text back.
What is way too long?
Like maybe a day.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
3-4
Even
hours,
if
because
they reply, that's
Yeah.
like,
If she doesn't text back,
Yeah.
screw her.
screw her. Just go on with your life.
Seriously.
What if
because
she's-
everybody has their phone in their hand. They're checking
Yeah.
their phone every 2 to 3 minutes, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Imagine you text her.
Not
They
only
might be
for-
busy.
not
though,
only
like,
in
to get
relationship.
text.
Hold on a
Like
second.
they might be
Imagine
tired
you text
or
her, but then you
busy.
see a story. Get out
Oh
of
no,
here.
that's something that I don't vibe with. But
No,
if
okay.
you're busy, you're
okay,
busy.
Grant,
Like
Grant, you might be busy, but you're not going to be busy 2-3 hours that you don't check your phone and
Yeah,
you don't
and not text back?
And
You
not
you know,
text
some
back.
people are just like
Wait, hold on a
when
second,
they
hold on a
text, the text like
Have you not texted back?
I actually don't text back a lot. I'm a really bad texter. Like
Oh.
I
She's
would,
one of them. She's
I
one of
would,
them.
I would
Red
take a
flag
phone
for-
call.
This is not
I would
only
take a
in
phone call,
relationship
but I'm
though.
a bad
This is
You're a
also
phone
with
call
like
person.
random people, like,
No, I'm just a
Red
bad
flag,
texter. It
red
is what it
flag.
is. Like if you call me,
You're a phone call person?
yeah, I'm a call person. So if you call me, I'll talk to you. But if you're gonna text me, that's too much work. I'm sorry. I have other things I'm using on my phone.
All right, next
But
one.
I will let. But when I'm busy though,
Okay.
it is always better to let them know. Like I'm busy. I cannot text right now. That's something. It's just
okay.
respectful.
That's good.
Next one. Next one.
Okay, next one. Momo sauce matters more than the momo.
Momo sauce does matter.
I hate Momo.
I don't
love
like.
Momo sauce.
Get this man out of here. Throw this person
That
out.
doesn't even make sense.
I hate
You
Momo.
like Momo sauce?
You don't
I
like
I like
Yeah, I
Momo
don't.
outside.
I like to keep other things written Momo sauce,
Okay,
like
then it-
sausages and
Then
stuff.
it's not
in it.
Momo sauce for you. Then it'll be sausage sauce or
Yeah.
other
But they
sauce.
call it Momo sauce, so,
Momo Qatar makes the Momo better. Like
Exactly.
it just adds.
No, I
that
think the
zing.
Momo
Yep,
for me
yep.
should be good.
Okay, another one.
Hate Momo.
iPhone is stupid people friendly. Android is better.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
iPhone is
true.
super friendly. Yes, Android is.
And
way
I have
better.
an iPhone, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Android is way better.
Android is way
advanced.
better for
I don't
developers
think
too.
you should like really question people's intelligence. And I use Apple. Like
I'm
no
sorry,
problem.
I'm
but,
sorry.
like,
I'm not questioning
hold on a
intelligence.
second, hold on a
I'm
second, hold on a
questioning the.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I've seen videos online where girls like, if he doesn't have an iPhone,
Oh,
he
yeah.
broke. I'm not dating
No,
no
that's
one
not
without
that.
an iPhone.
Now that's the kind of content you get. Unfortunately, that's the kind of
That's the
surroundings
mass-
I pick
you-
humor.
I think
humor. That's not what
my friends can say this too. I've heard this from my friends too. If there's a green bubble, no.
Really?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? You need new friends. All right, next one.
That doesn't define them,
Next
but yeah.
one.
Yeah, no,
Next one.
that says red flag. You green bubble, but red flag as a person.
Okay,
the
another
fact
one.
that you get so hooked, like
It doesn't
jumpy
make sense.
about Android
Because
and iPhone.
it doesn't make sense.
And
How
I
would
have
you?
an iPhone, so
And
I don't like
that's a red flag.
Another question.
How-
Another question. We
Okay.
got less time.
no kids under 8 in movie theaters unless it's a kids movie.
No kids.
No kids under 8.
Oh, okay, yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
theaters unless
Like,
it's a
I
kids.
hate
mean, the
when
movies
people
are also
bring
rated,
kids.
so it would
Yeah.
make sense.
I hate
was
when
that?
people bring kids and
Yeah.
it's not for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Absolutely
mean there are
agree.
rated
Like,
movies.
oh my
You
God.
already know
Oh my God, oh my
what movies you can show your kids and whatnot.
Me and Eureka went to watch Final Destination. There was a kid in the back.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
They're traumatizing
not
the
the
kid, I'm
right
so
place.
sorry.
Kid's like, kid's gonna be walking
That's
around.
not the movie for
He's gonna be
kids.
like, oh my god, am I gonna die right now?
Another one.
Okay. You should say no to. Can you
But-
take pictures of me in a public setting when you know you're horrible at taking pictures?
Oh my god, got him.
What was the question? This is the last question, by the way.
Okay. You should say no. This is a hot take. Maybe not a hot take. You should say no to. Can you take a picture of me in a public setting when you're horrible at taking pictures?
Yeah, I think that's right. You can say, like, you can give information that I am a really horrible picture taker.
And then
you know?
why take it? Give it to someone else.
Because I want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
Maybe
no, I
like,
don't want to take.
what if I'm a
picture.
troll? I'm like, and then I take selfies instead.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Go.
Okay. Option of I just don't want to go out today should be a valid reason not to go outside.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
yes.
fine.
that's your
I use
hormone
that all the time
going
right
up
now.
and down.
Nice. One
Okay.
more. One more.
Okay. One more. Okay. What do you think about people who are brutally honest? That's a question.
That's
It
great.
depends on the situation.
No, brutally
Not-
honest.
not,
I would be-
on the-
I'm. You know,
Overall, that's great.
yeah. I think Nepali people cannot
depends
take
on the
brutal honesty.
situation.
Yeah, overall,
depends on
that's
the
great.
I think brutal
can't-
honesty is rude compliments disguised.
Brutally honest, like it depends on the situation. Like you said, it can be rude comments in disguise. And
Everything
it depends on situation. You can't always be like, haha, I was just being brutally honest with you. Time and place, read the room when it comes
Yeah.
to being brutally honest.
Yeah.
Not for New Yorkers.
Yeah, brutally honest is just being rude.
We
yeah.
are
Sorry,
brutally
you're already a
honest
Tex
without-
and you're
Coffee.
already here for
No,
too
no,
long.
no,
You have
no.
a house here. Now you
still
can't.
longer. Still
Okay,
longer.
okay, guys.
But
That's-
anyways,
this is the end of question and answer round. Now, just like the closing statements, and we gotta have next
Closing
one
statement.
with all these people
I know, we
again
should.
because we missed a lot of things.
I know we did. I
And
think
there are a lot of
Closing
things to talk about.
arguments.
no, but
My lord, I would like to
Okay,
say.
okay, guys. Closing statements.
No.
Each. What did you learn from this show?
Before I go, let you guys go. One thing I want to say is definitely we'll be doing more segments like this. It's not only going to be about interviews going forward. It'll be fun moments as well, the nonsense part of it, where we'll have returning guests and we'll talk about hot takes or just or it could be political, whatever it is, right? So take this segment, have fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But before we end up, I just really want to get a perspective from each of our guests today. So ladies first.
They're just doing that to me. Anyways, the reason why this is fun is because I'm here.
Oh wow. Okay. Ooh,
I was-
narcissist enough.
This was 100 men versus one. Like they're like
Yeah, one more woman
What is
should be
this?
over here.
That's not the 100 men versus gorilla.
that's what it feels like.
But he was like neutral, so I think he was on your side.
Yeah, yeah.
He
kind
he
of
actually
like
did agree with
Yeah.
with
a lot
Prapti
of my
more.
takes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with him too. Like he wanted
These younger generations, man.
Yeah,
They
younger
can't- They don't want to
generations.
fight no more.
old people, boomer mentality.
I'm not
Listen,
boomer.
I'm
Boomer mentality.
I'm sorry. I'm still
Sorry, guys. Anyways, my lord, my
Lord.
closing statements in this court of podcast is I had a lot of fun today, and time passed really fast. So I loved hearing hot takes and getting heated over some of the hot takes. This was really fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I feel like a lot. We can have discussions that normally people don't want to have discussions about, and teaching the audience that it's okay to have discussions. It can get heated, but not take it personally, right?
I
Yeah.
took it
Not
personally.
I've already taken. I'm already plotting something in my mind.
She's already unfollowed me.
I am already plotting.
My
She's already
closing
followed
statement
me.
is I don't know. I don't have
He
anything.
doesn't- He's like, I didn't talk a lot.
I didn't talk a lot. Yeah.
I just like to instigate. That's my
Yeah.
closing
Yeah.
statement.
and I like to put fire.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he likes doing. He does it with our family too.
Fiery.
We should have somebody here next time. and just make fun of him 24/7. The entire 2 hours just make fun of him. But anyways,
I
That's
would
gonna be
love to
boring.
have an
Hold on, let's-
episode where we can make fun of him.
you
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
You can't. It's not possible.
We just
Ro-
made fun of
roast
him.
him.
I make fun of him every time.
Me
sure.
too.
Oh, yeah,
I
we-
think
yeah,
I
we
always
should-
say,
we should
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
I think I
closing
always say
statements
some things,
from
yeah.
Not possible.
last closing statement from him.
Closing statement. Closing statement number 1. Don't argue with Prapti.
You heard it here first.
You scared him.
Scared me straight, maybe. But
That's a good thing.
Yeah, closing statement. Yeah, just be yourself. Be true to yourself, and figure out, like, know what is right or wrong. One of the things that my mom taught me about this was, if you're saying this to your parents or your close friends, if it does not sound right, then are you doing something good?
He's looking straight into you guys in the camera when he's saying this.
Yep.
That's
Right
what you
into
learned
your
from this
soul.
podcast.
I should look you guys right in the soul. So,
That's what you
Right
learned from
into
this
your
podcast.
souls.
Yeah, because he had an eye opener.
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
whole
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
That's what you learned.
He got scared
He's like,
today.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah,
That's-
okay.
that's
My
what we
closing
got.
statement. Grooming is a really harsh word.
Talk about putting that fuel to the fire. But anyways, guys, remember, everybody who watches, we do have a lot of viewers. Please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want
Ding,
to
ding,
see
ding.
Prapti come back, so that way I can keep making fun of her and we bring Ashutosh and keep making sure that Prapti scares him all the time. So yes,
Are we creating a horror film?
yes
Like-
we are. But
Horror
anyways,
movie.
thank you very much. Love you all.
Peace.
And
Thank
subscribe.
you.
Bye.